What's up, everyone? It's Carrie, aka Nerdygirlcreates. Welcome to another live stream. It's Otaku Tuesday, and the panel is back, and we have some great stories to talk about today. But first, just to remind everyone, I'm almost to 500 subscribers, so if you haven't already, please subscribe. And don't forget to like and share. So, how is everybody? Bianca, you're back.
I'm here, and I'm alive.
Are you excited about tonight?
Woof, woof, bark, bark.
Okay.
Mocking my
Trying to get
supremacy.
in character.
I see that. And how are you doing, Laura?
I'm doing better. I'm really glad to be here. It was a little bit of a rough evening, some homework frustration. So, like 20 minutes before, I was like, I don't know if I have the energy. But then once I saw you guys' faces, I was like, Lord, thank you for tonight. Thank you that it's Tuesday. So I'm glad to be here.
Well, I have a puppers on. It makes everybody happy.
Yes.
And Bo, aka Otaku N Training, or at this point in hiding. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm fine. I'm in an undisclosed location right now, just chilling out.
He's on protective custody.
Under the grid.
And how are you doing, Mark?
I'm doing good, thanks. How are you?
I'm doing great, thanks. And look who's here, Nick. What's up, Hartless Weeb?
I'm always late. Hi, guys.
That's okay. Are you ready for tonight's stream? I know you're excited about a few topics.
Yeah, I am. I even actually picked out all my images before coming on like an hour ago.
Sweet.
Nice.
Meanwhile, Bo's gonna wing it. So we do have a lot to talk about tonight. And we're hoping to finish by at least 10:30. But the first thing we want to talk about is, anybody here a fan of Uncle from Another World?
Nope.
Yeah, sort of, yeah.
Yes.
It's currently streaming on Netflix, but it seems to be having some production issues. According to one of the head animators, he showed up for work and nobody was there.
I understand what that's like.
Yeah, they're blaming it on COVID, but this seems to be like the second time it's happened. When episode 5 is supposed to premiere, they had to delay it for the same reason. And the head editor, I'm not even going to try to say his name because I'm going to butcher it, but he had recently also said that MAPPA was underpaying the staff.
Yeah, I've heard that with a lot of animation studios.
Overworked and underpaid. Wow.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if this is a walkout. And I'm kind of disappointed because I really got into it. I thought it was funny and a nice twist on an isekai.
Yes.
But does anybody have any thoughts about this?
I've really enjoyed it. It's basically, they basically stay in the apartment the entire series for what it looks like, and they reminisce about the uncle's time in the isekai world, and he'll think of everything that we think is cool, just like, oh yeah, this happened, and he's just clueless as to how awesome it is. Or if a girl is really digging him, he didn't pick up the clue, and then he can display what he saw or what the scenario was around him, and everyone was like, "Dude, she was digging you. What? How did you not pick that up?" So the uncle is completely clueless, and it's pretty hilarious to watch. And they'll just be doing something random and just like drinking at the table. It's like, hey, ever told you about the time that I did this awesome thing? And like, no, don't just gloss over that. Tell us what.
Or like when he randomly flies into the apartment window and the guy's girlfriend comes walking in and they both just kind of look at each other and then she freaks out.
It's like, who are you? Oh, that's great.
I also love that the setup was he was 17 and got hit by a truck and went into a coma, and that's when he got transported. And when he wakes up, he's in his 40s, so he's still stuck in the 90s mindset.
But a lot of people are.
I know.
Yes.
But he wants the old Sega system. He wants all the old video games. He gets upset when he finds his favorite manga series have been canceled, and then he discovers what is like Amazon on their world, and he starts he starts shopping for all this stuff and like ranking up money. So the nephew comes up with an idea to start a YouTube channel with him showing his magic, so everybody just thinks he's like really good at doing illusions.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
And there was one episode was really funny because as YouTubers we can relate, when he finds out that he's got to get the 4,000 views in order to get monetized.
I have no idea what that's like. I only need. It was 1,000. Now it's like 1,200. The shit's just ticking down.
This guy's some. Yeah, you need to get involved in what's going on. I did love your recent video.
Thank you.
So, Hartless Weeb has got the manga toss like down to a T. I love it now, but it physically hurt my wife when she saw it because I was like, "Hey, watch this."
Uh-oh, here it comes. No!
I was about to say, I could hear the stress.
Oh, you noticed what it was. Yeah,
there is a series that I want you to buy on eBay, and I would love to see you toss every single issue.
What is it? I do dumb stuff with money all the time, so.
I mean, he even burns stuff, so he can even burn it for you.
I don't care. I'll burn stuff. It doesn't bother me. It's just a physical item. It's not going to kill my soul.
Meanwhile, somebody's screaming watching Nick's video.
That's the whole point, is to trigger them and just get them engaged.
Like, why?
It's an elaborate troll. Like, you used to say manga all the time just to piss people off, or like other things, just subtle little things that aggravate people.
Yeah.
But it gets them
used
active.
to do that.
Oh yeah, all the time with High School DX. Yeah, it's High School DX.
Yeah, he would call this what was that other one that's similar? He would swap their names, but anytime he saw one, he would call it the other
thing. High School of the Dead, and they would say High School DX.
Yeah, DXD,
Yeah, I like a lot. Him and Weeb Dad seem to be having something going on there for a while.
They got a good romance going on.
It openly admits it in one of his videos right in front of his wife.
Yeah.
I use Twitter to flirt with Weeb Bro.
Double Jacobs are both sexy, so I mean, what can you say about it, you know?
It's the glasses.
They're hilarious. So, Bianca, you got any thoughts on this anime catastrophe?
R.I.P. F in the chat, honestly.
Oh yeah, shit! I forgot we had a chat.
Oh wow, yeah.
It's like I was really looking forward to this, especially since the anime studio. I didn't even know the anime studio was new, but when I found out that they did what's it, Gambaru, was it Doki-chan, something like that? I was like, oh my gosh, they did that. Oh, I was gonna be so happy, and now I'm like, oh dang.
I know. And then it makes me think, if they're doing, what else is going to get affected? Because doesn't MAPPA also do Chainsaw Man?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I know the shoujo anime Bibliophile Princess is coming out by them. So I was like, look now, I was like, I'm too cheap to buy $9 of a digital manga, but I wanted to watch it. So I'm like, don't mess with that, please. Like, please don't.
Chainsaw Money. Yeah, Chainsaw Money. That's what I should call it. Chainsaw Man will write its own money for them, the merchandising and everything else, and the DVD sales, or sorry, Blu-ray sales.
Yeah, but is that money going to the workers? That's the question.
No.
You remember what happened with this one?
What happened with that?
The last few episodes, I mean, they were having production issues, and those were really tough to get to. The content was great, but the animation was basically PS2.
Was it worse than Neon Genesis Evangelion the last 3 episodes? Because that was a string shoe budget. It was just like lines and. Like,
I'm gonna get into that one. I'm gonna get to that series eventually. But
it's so good. This one, my favorite.
Yeah, but this one is. I had so many high hopes for it. I actually bought the novel series and started reading, and then it got to the point where I was like, I'm done. But the anime was really good, and then the last 2-3 episodes happened, and I'm like, it sucks. And the last episode was fine, was delayed because like, hey, production issues, we're probably not going to finish it. So So I'm hoping that doesn't happen because that was pretty rough.
Yeah, it's like I think we're all still waiting for Yona of the Dawn. Another season.
Started watching it with my wife. Well, we thought it was pretty good. We want to see where it goes.
What'd you think of Suwon?
I think at this point, from where I'm watching, he's redeemable, but I don't know.
Man, my feelings are so complicated. The more I read of Yona, the more complicated it gets. I was like, it was not this complicated a few volumes ago. So, I said, man, I wanted to spam you, Carrie and Mark. Like, I don't know how I feel because Hawk, like, anyway, that's a ramble aside. But I feel. So I was just curious how to bring up Suwon.
What volume are you on now?
I just finished up volume 24. I didn't love 24 only because it was so intense. Like, it wasn't a bad volume. But I was like, you don't have the dragons, you don't have Yoon, you don't have any of the people. Hawk and Yona are splitting, and I'm just not in a bad way, but I'm just like, I need some humor. So I lowered the rating a little bit, but it wasn't a bad volume. I just did it because I got so scared. I was like, I'm sorry, this isn't a 5-star volume. I was like, but I read a little bit of 25. Like, this is so good because Suwon's on there, all the complicated feelings, but Hawk's not there. So Yona's like standing her ground, and I was like, "Girl, you do this.
Right.
Let's see it." Anyway.
No, but my wife actually laughed hysterically between the at the dynamic between both the main character, Hawk, and I'm forgetting her name, Yona.
Yes.
Sorry, I'm not gonna blame it on other things. But it was really interesting, and I was like, I'm for this, so we're gonna watch it maybe one episode a night and just see how it goes. But yeah, you guys weren't wrong. It's pretty interesting.
You know, and I just thought about it. Even One Punch Man is going to be done by Mappa for the 3rd season.
Which should be good.
An Attack on Titan. And you know what's so crazy is, when Demon Slayer was coming out, it was like Mappa Ufotable. I mean, they were just killing everything with Demon Slayer and Attack on Titan. So I'm sort of like...
So is Mappa doing the last 3 seasons of Attack on Titan?
I don't know. It says here that they're doing the last season. They took over the animation work for the final season. That was according to...
They're going to have to, because that's the reason why they got the job in the first place, because nobody could get the schedule.
I'm just reading along with you guys. Don't worry about it.
I'm sorry, Bianca.
It's his it's his Five Below one, so
yeah, it's my fault. No one cares.
Yeah.
What happens
I'm waiting for the hardcovers,
though?
It's not the hardcover of the special variant edition, so we're good.
That was a variant. It had Five Below right on it. It's priceless. I could resell them for $30 a piece.
When you said that, I was like, "That's not a sticker. You can't just peel that off." I'm like,
"No, hold on. Let me get the cover. I'll show you."
Oh, actually, there's a news update. There's a
it's not a sticker. See?
Oh my gosh!
It's right on the
Why
cover.
would they do that?
There's actually a shortage of number 1s. Should put it on eBay
for $50.
It's out of print now. Go do it.
You know what I was gonna say is really good too that just came back? Did anybody watch Devil as a Part-Timer?
Yes.
The new season is pretty damn good.
Dang, I keep forgetting the new season existed.
I won't spoil it. It gets super cute.
It does.
With the little girl, I was like...
The dynamic gets even better.
The dub's not out yet, right?
No, it's just...
Dang it. All right, I'll still watch it.
Now, I do watch the dubs because I can do other things and watch... It's easier for me to catch up.
I, as a dub
watcher,
will never do Japanese. Such a thing. I've done it sometimes.
You can't multitask, read, and scroll on your phone and still pay attention to what's going on. I do it all the time.
Multitask.
I'm like,
one eye on one thing, the other eye on the other.
That's hilarious. Nick, do you have any thoughts on this whole anime situation?
Yeah, it's they underpay and underappreciate most of them. Like, I've watched a lot of documentaries, and it's so shitty. Like, sorry, I forgot. I'm trying to be family friendly. It's just so horrible. Like, how bad. Like, if you do a 30-second still, you get anywhere from like $50 to $300, and you could have worked a month on it, and they don't even care because they split it up. But they're like, all right, here's your 30 seconds to like 3 minutes. and it depends on the quality. That's why sometimes you'll notice stuff's a little bit off because each different animator is doing a different scene. And the higher up you are, like the more experience, the more money you'll get. But it is vastly underpaid. It's worse than like manga, like how bad they get paid for it.
I
Yeah,
heard
I
they get
used to pay
paid
like
better
30
at the Chinese when they're doing what is it called, donghua? Donghua is like the Chinese anime, quote unquote.
Some of that's beautiful. I've seen some of it.
So freaking beautiful. And I realized that like in Japan they outsource a lot because of how expensive it is. But for China, they're like, nah, just give us all the good stuff. We'll just get all the beautiful animations from like Japanese people. And I'm like, gosh dang, the potential.
Yeah, I remember like when the Naruto came back with Naruto Shippuden. I'm looking at the credits going, those are all Korean names. So I guess this wasn't even
You
done
seen
in
Vietnamese, Vietnamese names too. I'm like, oh, that's a Vietnamese name. And I'm like, what the heck? That's not Japanese.
Wow.
So they're outsourcing.
Hmm.
Oh.
I want to say something. I'll just say it in the private chat.
Nick's like, I have to be good.
This was family friendly? Oh shoot, I'm sorry.
Nice.
Well, you got it. I messed it up because of the gap, but yeah.
Ah. Yeah, possible. That's all I'm gonna say.
They get the tiny fingers so they can get in there real well. I'm sorry.
But you know, it's like you could tell when the quality dips because we'll just take a look at One Punch Man season 2 when they got that studio. They must really pay them very low because that was terrible.
Have you seen the season 4 of Haikyuu? Oh, like my husband just rewatched it, and their faces, like I know IG Production, they outsourced, but like it was so bad because let me see if I can go find some pictures.
The shading is different too.
Yeah,
and just the way, like when I was looking at it at the controversy, there was a lot of people who read the manga. They're like, listen, this is how it looks in the manga. They got a smoother outline and all that stuff because they want to make it look like how the creator themselves changed the style. And I'm like, but they don't have to. Look at Attack on Titan. The manga art is I get nauseous looking at it.
Yeah, that's
so
fair.
I'm like, the anime version by no my eyes. And so the anime by oh shoot, what studios for like I
For
think
me, it's hit or miss.
What was it? Part 2, season 2, something like that. Whatever the frick. Like I can see literally every strand on Levi's hair, and I was like, God bless you.
This, I hope we don't get this again, but this, I don't know if you can see it.
Oh.
This is,
Turn down the brightness. Yeah, there you go.
Oh my god!
Look at him. Look at his face. This is not what he looks like.
That's Haiku?
Yes, this was in season 4 because
I'm on season 1, and that's nothing from what I've seen. Holy!
I know, and it's not like the whole thing's not like that, but you can see it, and it's so obvious. Supposedly, if you buy the Blu-ray, you don't get that. You get the nice, clean version.
That's what they do. Because they're rushing up until the day of when they're recording or animating everything. Yep, what they do is they do it up into that day where they have to press time and do it, and then when it comes down on DVD or Blu-ray, they clean it up with better animation. So when you're sitting at home, you're like, wow, this looks a lot better. It's because they go and replace all the crappy scenes that were just, filler to get it in.
Well, at least that's what Roy is supposed to look like. Just as
exactly.
Beautiful.
He doesn't look 35 in that picture. He looks like a teenager.
It was
well, even in this article, they said it was 3 weeks before the episode had a premiere that everybody just was not there. So what Nick is saying is true. It's like right up to the last minute.
That's crazy.
And this is a new studio, so like it's only been like 2 years since it was created. Come on, guys, you got to step up your game. We got to be professional. And then it said he had to tell somebody, hey, don't be rude to this person. Please, I introduced them. And I'm like, dang, you got to tell somebody that to be professional. Are they new too? Is this their first job? Make them work customer service. They'll get used to it.
Or is everybody just so unhappy they don't give a damn anymore?
They should
could
just
be
hire
they're
a bunch of
going after-
Fiverr artists, and you can make your own series.
There you
Yes.
go.
For like $100,000, you can make a whole series.
Basically, little
It
margins.
is an option.
Never said it'd be good. You get your series out though.
You would.
Look, I was really disappointed when Netflix dropped the Ultraman anime because I liked that anime series, manga series, but it was like all that like early 2000 computer animation.
That was so
I
gross.
wonder.
Yeah, it's on Netflix. It's like all like
oh
that.
no.
All yeah.
Oh
And I was
no.
like, "Ah!" If anything should be like an anime style, it should be that manga, not this like early 2000 computer animated.
Like Appleseed.
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah, it's
the
bad.
Ultraman one is it animated or is it live action?
No, it's animated.
It is animated. I thought it was live action from the way it looked. I don't know why.
I think there is
Because
a live action, isn't there though?
Yeah,
There's a bunch.
there's
Oh,
always
okay.
been. Yeah.
Okay, I probably looked at the wrong one then. Gosh dang
Yeah.
these names.
No, this is like the newest, like it's passing the torch to the son. And he's like getting used to being Ultraman and battling all the it's actually really well written. So I was kind of like hoping they would do the anime right, but they didn't. But you look at the art in the anime and you're like, that's what I want on screen.
Yeah.
Not this computer animated crap.
Yeah.
Work harder.
Right.
I know, exactly. Was Mappa really that busy finally? Like
I mean, they're taking everybody's jobs because
Yeah.
nobody can have the right schedule.
I think what's the only other one I see doing a lot is what Clover Studio is it
Cloverworks?
Oh,
Yeah.
Cloverworks. Oh, I love
they
their
do Spy
anime
Family.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that.
Studio Wit, please keep living. I need you to keep living.
Oh.
So yeah, that's what's going on with Uncle from Another World. I know we want to get into this next topic because this one might take a while.
That's what killed us last week.
I know.
Yes.
So let's get right into it and get it over.
I promise don't want to have what I have.
It's getting controversial.
And
But-
we will be good. We will respect everybody's opinions, but we're keeping an eye out on that chat because I've got Nick and Bianca there as moderators.
What are you
So.
talking about? Laura's gonna bring the hate for everything. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Like, I thought so hard about
That
this
was not on
today.
my bingo card.
The devil shall appear.
You're gonna put Laura in hiding now?
She was hilarious. I loved her last week. It was the side I've
Yeah.
never seen. It was so cute.
She got so wound up over Suwon. Every time she had her pick 5, this character just gets me.
I'm so sorry. I thought about that the other day. I was like, man, that was a whole other side that everybody just saw of me.
All right, so if anybody's been following social media, you probably heard about the big controversy about the prom G.
No, I
No,
like
what
him. I'm
happened?
just saying it's stupid.
It is, but we're gonna get into that. He's a manga tuber, and he found a deal on an out of print series called Red River at a half price books. I think it was like $250 he paid for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And of course, you know, he says he was also reading it because he's trying to get into shoujo. That's what he said on his video. But he also decided to sell it on eBay, and according to the market value price on eBay, it's
We
over.
have another guest in the
Oh,
waiting room.
Sloth.
Oh, I was going
Sloth
to
is
say
here.
it, but yeah. I love him.
Hi, Manga Sloth.
You there, buddy?
Awkward
Hello.
silence.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can
Yeah.
hear you.
There he is. Welcome.
Hey, I've been sitting backstage for a while. I didn't know what I had
Oh.
to do.
Well, you said something, so I'm like, oh, there he's back there.
Like,
To let you know too, if you want, since I'm assuming you're not going to be live, you can also click on settings and you can put your little icon on if you want to have an icon of you.
Gotcha.
Jesus.
I love it.
We here. We
Thank
here.
you.
You made it just in time for the big story. We were talking about the manga resale.
Oh yeah. I've been up in this a little bit.
Yeah, we're talking about PromG buying out of print at half price books for almost the whole series. I think he said he had to buy 2 volumes separately. And then he decided to resell it at market value on eBay, which was over $1,000. And then some other people on Twitter got wind of it and decided to call him out, saying that he's preventing people who are fans of shoujo from getting their hands on it. And it just kind of snowballed from there.
Broke bitches are sad.
Yeah, I can't display it to strangers because PromG wants to make a profit.
Now, like Nick, you and I know a lot about comic books.
I made thousands of dollars off one comic, and I don't give a shit. There was only 30 of them for one of them I sold. I got $8,000. I made the money. I spent $1,500 on it. I was happy, and I do it all the time. I flip. I don't do it with manga, but it's so common in comics to flip stuff. If I pay $10 for something and know I can get 100 on eBay, I'll sell it for 80 just to be a jerk and undercut and have someone buy it like that. Yeah. There's nothing wrong with it. Make your money.
I've been learning stuff like that as well. There's actually, I follow somebody, Tristan recommended me somebody just for like a regular talk. And I realized that his whole thing is teaching people how to sell their comics correctly. And I was telling him how I've been doing. And he's like, oh my gosh, you've been underselling like a lot. Use this website to see how much the actual cost is and go from there. You can go a little bit higher if you want. So I'm like, okay. So I have been doing that, and I've actually been getting some money with my comics. I felt so bad that I was underselling because I don't know. I felt bad like charging people a lot of money, but that's how it's supposed to be.
DM me if you get some really good stuff. I can hit you up with a bunch of other people to sell it because I know a shit ton of people still in comics. So
yeah, and also comic books, it's something cutthroat. Once in a while. Yeah, and sometimes you're lucky. You come across a garage sale and you find something that's worth like that grail price, but you get it for $20 in a whole box. You end up selling it. It's not like uncommon, so I don't understand what the hate is. What do you think of it is, Bo?
I think we've been slowly uncovering it. Where the Prom mentioned a tweet that I remember Will posting about. He was kind of, it's like messing on somebody who types in first on whenever he posts something.
Oh yes,
and PromG. I'm trying to remember what exactly he did. I think he was typing second from the videos then after. And then all of a sudden, I'm not sure if it's related, about like maybe within 24 hours, all of a sudden this whole thing blows up. It's like now all of a sudden, PromG is selling this one thing. Like, I don't know. It seems too coincidental. It seems like a personal thing. And this dude started this thing and doesn't want to be held accountable for it, and he won't admit he was wrong, and he would like, this whole thing would be put to bed if he goes, you know what, I messed up, and people would kind of give him shit for a little bit, but I think if he did that, everyone would move on within like maybe a day or two.
But he's openly admitted, like the past 2 years that I've watched them, that he sells stuff and flips it. He's 100% transparent and calls shit out when it needs to be called out. Like if it's something that's out of stock versus out of print, he's not going to scalp, buy 50 copies of the next Chainsaw Man and sell it. Yeah. He's getting rare, hard to find items that people want to spend real money on. And if you can back it up and put your money where your mouth is, you can get a nice collection. If not, I think you should shut the heck up. That's me being polite and deal with it. Like read the scans, and it sucks. If not, save. Yes. Like be an adult. You ask all of us how we get our collections. We work real adult jobby jobs and we spend real money. That's what you have to do to have a nice collection. And if you don't improve your life, that's the politest way I can put it. You got to want something more than eating ramen every goddamn night and buying 5 volumes a month. You got to live happy. You can't be miserable.
Don't shame me.
I ain't shaming nobody. I don't care. What do you think I do? Have money to burn and just like rip up and Titans like nobody cares?
Number 1.
It's a collector's edition from Five Below.
Sloth, what do you think?
Yeah, no, Sloth, what do you think?
I think Hartless is, just about correct on everything. I mean, I think these people are just being big crybabies and they're just internet whiners. That's about it.
And it's mainly only the Twitter people too. It's not anybody really on YouTube or
Always,
Instagram. I
always.
think Twitter's too toxic. That's why I post and ghost and go, I'm out.
Yes.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think it's also this whole jealousy of why didn't I walk into that half price books and find it?
That's exactly what I think. I think it's a lot of people are like, wow, I've been looking for that forever. I'm mad that he found this amazing deal on this thing that I've been looking for a long time. And I'm going to go rant about it on Twitter.
Yeah.
And I mean, I've found stuff in half price bookstores before that I know people wanted, and I've sold it. I mean, I don't like really price gouge. I've sold stuff for like under what people were paying. But I mean, I do it too. I mean,
Mark's now
Macari.
yeah, Macari, eBay, wherever. But I bought something for $5 and sold it for 20, 25, even 30 before. So, and that's only one volume of manga. But
I'm willing to spend $50 on manga stuff sometimes. And I'm like, listen, and everything else is like higher than 50. I'm going to take the chance. And then next thing you know, I see another one like 25. And I'm like, too bad. Okay, it's mine now. I'm happy with what I got.
Sloth.
Yeah, it's
Sloth, I want you to buy that. I've seen what you buy. I've seen how much you spend. I want you to buy PromGs and just like do something with the Red River thing.
It's already sold, I thought.
Is it?
no.
Oh, it isn't? Oh,
no,
okay, that's
it's
his
not.
asking.
That's what
I
it said
thought
in
it
his
was-
last.
Yeah.
See,
I
but
think-
I'm the type of person who is going to be doing what you're supposed to be doing, and that is just have patience. If you don't like the price, don't pay the price, and then if everybody does that, it'll go down.
Why would you say something so controversial yet so brave?
I wonder if anybody has an Ollie's, and because I know Ollie's sells like comics for literally $2. I wonder if they can start selling manga over there too.
Well, Nick found some at Five Below, so it's possible.
For manga, yeah. Well, I mean, you can find comics everywhere, but now you get me like intrigued. I kind of want to like ask PromG if I can buy him just to set him on fire because I don't care. I think that'd be a hilarious live stream. Like $1,200. I don't give a shit.
There's going to be a bidding war between me and Hartless. We're going to do it on live stream.
That would hurt me so much.
That reminds me of the Tokyo Ghoul burnings.
What? Tokyo
Oh my
Ghoul is such a
God.
great trash series. I love it. I have both. I have RE also. I love the series. That's actually what got me back into manga. Like, what?
I think it was
8 years
because
ago?
people didn't realize it was a seinen, and there was a lot of younger kids reading it. They didn't realize how adult it can be. Oh gosh, what was it? I think it was something to do with a corpse and somebody doing something to it or something like that. And then that's when everybody's like, I'm going to put this on fire. That's disgusting. How dare you? Kids read this. And everybody's like, but it's not for kids, though. Why are you reading it?
I like when they got outraged with Goblin Slayer. And I was like, that was just the first episode or first part of like the series. And after that got really, not wholesome, but just like violent. It wasn't graphic and horrible.
Does it have a manga or is it an original?
What, Goblin Slayer? No, it has a manga and a light novel series.
Yeah.
And,
Oh, really?
2 OVAs and another series coming out, yeah.
Ooh, because I still have to watch Goblin Slayer.
You may not like the first episode.
And I'll be fine. I had no reactions with Berserk.
Okay, then you're fine. Yeah, you're totally fine.
She'll be
Goblin
fine.
Slayer is a teddy bear after that first episode.
Yeah.
Oh, they used to titty bear, and I'm like, what?
I wish.
Yeah, I think
smut.
Your turn.
Looking at like a whole 2 stacks of like shelves. Of
I was about to say, was that another Hartless Weeb's channel I was watching?
Oh shoot! So this consumerism, Sloth, this consumerism. I've lost my point. Sorry.
I was going to say with what Heartless was saying about buying it and burning it. First of all, that'd be hilarious. Second, it reminds me of like every like console release. Or an iPhone or something. There's those people that stand in line. They get a PS5. They walk outside and just smash it.
Oh my god!
In front of everybody.
In front of everybody.
I just think that's hilarious. But then there's all these other people that'll do the exact same thing. They cry and whine, and that could have went to some baby in Africa or something. And And it's like he stood in line, he bought it, he smashed it, it's his, get over it, you know?
Exactly.
No, Heartless Weeb, we want to hear your laugh.
I snort sometimes, so no, I didn't think I
That's
had
the
to
best
snort.
part. That's how you know you're feeling it.
I'm telling you, if you can make that burn video happen, the rest of us will sit back with popcorn and watch Twitter implode.
I do have a nice vacation check coming up.
I got one pack of popcorn left. I can save it for a special occasion.
Well, hey, if you guys can get me monetized, I can just write it off of my taxes. Just saying, I only need like 1,020 hours.
I wrote
Come on,
like,
get
you
Heartless
need to
up.
increase that price. I mean, $12.49 is a steal for the manga series that burned manga Twitter.
And on top of that, it now increases the rarity of it because one whole set has been wiped out.
Barely.
Buy the Malaysian ones. Buy the Malaysian ones that like look legit. You know.
Yeah, it's only gonna cost you like $200 for the bootlegs.
What does that mean?
They won't know it's in flames.
They won't know. It's got a yellow. They spray paint a little yellow on there. It's like make it believable. Oh my gosh.
It's just gotten crazy because I've even seen tweets now where they've gotten to the point, we were talking about this before we came on, where they're calling PromG and Dark Sage misogynist.
You're gonna have to chase too. Like I posted something to him because I never respond. And I just thought it was so funny. I posted Mugata from Zoolander. Like, is everybody taking crazy pills? Because like the dude likes everything. He's pretty fair to women. I don't think he's a jerk. And he called her out and said, "Do you want to come on my show?" Now I think she's not gonna go on her show.
No.
And I would, if you're calling me out, I'll go, even if I'm wrong. I'd rather hear your side and talk about it. But a lot of people on Twitter, like I said, they're toxic and like to start controversies and at people. Because I checked her out. She's got like maybe 300 followers. I'm not crapping on her. I'm just saying maybe she wants to get bigger. That's the wrong way to do it.
I wish I had 200 followers on Twitter.
Yeah. You go fist fighting. That's how you get the viewers. I think I'm on my 6th Twitter. I don't even know.
Oh shit!
I hate Twitter.
Yeah, doesn't everybody? I use it for job stuff though. Jobs I'm not getting paid for, but just hobbies, I guess, since I'm not getting paid.
And to check in on what Otaku N Training is doing.
It's like just click alert plus and all that, and then just wait to see what I'm writing on next.
What name is he going by today, and what relevance does it have? Going on?
It's like I've been a misogynist for years, and nobody said a thing. But Dark Sage doesn't do anything, and all of a sudden he gets all the credit.
I mean, I'm just a toxic white male. I can't help it, you know. I'm automatically the bad guy. And I take that. It's okay. I don't mind. I'm still nice though, but it is what it is.
We were waiting for it too. We were waiting for somebody to go in. It's because of the patriarchy. Patriarchy is the reason why this man went on there and put on like this inflated price on this hard to obtain series. No one has ever done anything like that before.
We can end it all with patricide.
One thing I always ask if somebody's like paying more than usual and I can't find it anywhere else, do you got that payment for four payments? I'll do the 4 payments divided by 4, please. I'll even do 6. I paid $700 for an original Nightwing sketch. And listen, shoot. I think his name was Josh something. I still have the email. Listen, I didn't know who he was. I just said, I love it. I want to buy it. Who can I email? And they're like, okay, email this person. I'm like, cool. I can pay you every 2 weeks. So that was like 6 months of payment to equal $700.
But some artists are cool with that, or some art reps, like if you're buying original pages. I haven't done that, but I mean, say if you get like a $3,000 cover, you can break it up into like 2 to 3, 4 payments if they're cool with it, which is pretty cool because you don't want to miss out on like that cool piece for your collection.
The whole point behind all this is that you should wait. We live in a microwave society that wants everything now. But to show you an example,
Josh Raybuck was his name.
Okay.
I have Gangsta 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. I'm waiting on 7 because it's currently like what's $45 or $75. I can't remember which one, but I'm gonna wait because I found out September they're gonna release the 7th edition again. I'm like, okay, I can wait. Get informed. Find these alert Twitter pages that aren't toxic, and listen and wait for somebody to say something about when it's coming back.
Well, see, I like that. Oh, sorry.
That's okay. I was going to say, because another thing we were talking about is, I remember when the One Piece box sets were out of stock, and I'm going online, and they were going like $4,000, and I'm like, I will wait until my alert on Right Stuff tells me it's in.
Right.
I am not spending that type of money. Because that's the stuff that should get called out.
Honestly, if you need it that bad, you're trying to impress somebody. Honestly, let's just be honest.
I've been buying them slowly. Like, I'm not. I buy them at Newberry when they get buy one get them 50% off, and usually they'll get random reprints. I think I'm missing volume 9. I have the whole series, but I can't read it till then.
Yeah, just be patient. One Punch Man is one of the best examples of like to wait, because I have not gotten 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 all sequential. I've gotten. I started at the 20s and then worked my way back.
Oh, I started at Target. Red card, 25% off. Boom. But the only thing I jumped on was Claymore, because I remember back in the day after high school, I really enjoyed Claymore, and you could find like 1 and like 20 whatever here and there, and then now it's everywhere. But when Right Stuff restocked, I was like, shit, I gotta get that. And I did, but don't impulse buy everything, you know?
Right.
No.
Yep. Yeah, and I think
hard not to.
Honestly, I think with shoujo, like, it is like ThePromG. I watched his video today, and I think he did make a really good point that, you know, nobody says anything about the shonen or the seinen titles that he's selling, and he's, you know, they're overpriced or scalped or whatever I'm going to say that. Like, nobody says anything. It's just the shoujo. And I think that, yes, it is hard that there's series like Red River that are not getting reprinted. But I mean, like you're saying, if you be patient, Kimi ni Todoke is a prime example. We're finally getting volume 1 back in stock. We're getting Nana. We're getting Banana Fish. All these series that are other series. Yes, maybe they're not the iconic shoujo manga series that people want, but I'm like, it's coming back in stock. Yona right now, I mean, so many of us in the community at large are like holding out for those Yona volumes, and it's coming. It takes so long. Like Strobe Edge Volume 6 is a shoujo series, and that volume alone on Macari has sold at least 3 times for over $600. And I'm just like, we might be waiting a few years to get that reprint. But I'm like, you're paying I just can't wrap my mind around paying that much for a single volume. I mean, yes, for me, I'm like, I don't necessarily agree that ThePromG is, or any of those people that are selling their manga that high. That's their business, though. I'm not going to go out and buy it. If you don't like it, don't buy it. You know, like nobody is forcing you to go do it. And I think that the most discouraging thing about all of this is like the hate that's just in the community. Like somebody said today about that the people that are causing all this controversy, like where it's like blackmailing and just simple hate, you know, like above and beyond. There's no kind of, you know, reconciliation or anything. I mean, it's just like, what was even the reason that this debate started, kind of thing. And I feel like there should be accountability for that, because at the end of the day, we're all passionate about manga. Like, it's just facts. Well, and that's true for any person. If you're passionate about Funko Pops, comics, other books, pens, whatever it is, you're going to want to use your voice to say something. And I think that's fine. But it's like, at this point, like, we are a community. Like, we could break it apart with, you know, however we feel about how this person is handling their business, but it's their business, you know. And I do think that whoever, the guy that started it, like, I remember seeing the picture, the screenshot, and I'm like, why did you include that person's name? Like, there was no need. Like, so you want to go rant about it, but don't put ThePromG's name. Like, that was just like, you know, if you're going to share about it, you should have crossed that out. Like, there was no need to stir up all that controversy. And, you know, then I've heard like his fans are going for him and stuff like that. And it's just, it should not be at a point where, like, I think ThePromG said today in that video that he has gotten, you know, where you should go kill yourself. You should go die. Like,
that's extreme.
People say that for the littlest things possible. You literally, well, you should go kill yourself. And I'm like,
I mean, like I said, I get it. This is our passion. We love it. And, you know, we could say, well, you need to just go out and be around other people. I mean, to that point, yeah, you do. And even if you're like, well, I have anxiety, because I've seen people say that. Well, like, go find other hobbies. Go do other things where you can take an escape from it because all this hot mess, I was like, look, I'm like, I go on Twitter for my haiku, I go on for my fan zines to keep up with updates. I'm like, I'm not here for this mess, you know, like we don't need it, you know, at the end of the day, we don't want it. And so I think that's just been the hardest part, is just like, there's just no need to take this as far, because I mean, now with the hate that started, people are just angry, and that anger is just going to continue to build. The more the other person says something, the other people put their 2 cents in. And it's like, we just need to take a breather and just go read manga. Let's start all the thing. Let's go read the manga that you like.
Well, whatever happened to like?
Wait. Hold on. What's manga?
Anything nice? Don't say anything wrong. You know?
I don't know what that is.
I'm sorry, Margot.
For the drama, right?
I said, whatever happened to the thing where like, if you can't say anything nice, just shut your mouth. Don't say anything.
I think it's because it's the whole anonymous. You don't know who I am. You don't know where I live. You don't know my job.
Exactly.
My 14 sock puppet accounts will hate you.
I also think like Bo brought up something earlier about like it seemed to be like targeted, because on Dark Stages live stream he brought up that Takara Cafe had also sold the Red River for over 1,000, and
which is
nobody
good.
said anything about that. Yeah, but nobody said anything about that. So why are they only targeting him?
But with Carrie's discount, guys,
this is where you pop up your promo code and pimp yourself. It's okay. It's your stream.
And let me say again, it's like, I don't know if anybody's seen it. I created a sock account because Will, the guy who started it all, blocked me, and everyone else who had any opinion that was against him, and it was a manga tuber, started a sock account and got all my information together, because I saw that Takara Cafe had this same thing, $1,500 for an incomplete version of what PromG had. And I was curious. I heard it on the live stream. Like, okay, who has the Takara Cafe link? Check both the accounts for Colleen, who was also dragging PromG unprovoked, and also Will. Check both their accounts. Both had links for Takara Cafe. So I put all that in a little thing, got my sock account. And now when I say sock account, I basically put my profile picture and put the little fake glasses, fake nose, and mustache on it. And did a little bit. I was like, so it was obvious it was me. The name was Firefighter in Training, or Fireman in Training. And the reason for that was because Will was all like, oh, looks like I started a fire. And he was pretty proud of the shit he caused. I mean, of all the stuff that happened to prom, he was pretty proud of that. I was like, that is pretty fucking pathetic. Sorry. Because you don't know what is happening to prom, especially what happened to him previously. So nah. So created that sock account in order to send it to him, because I can't send anything to him if I'm blocked. And just basically showed, hey, by the way, kind of curious why the evidence is kind of damning when you look at Takara Cafe. Now again, Takara Cafe did nothing wrong.
Right.
And I made sure to specify that and said, look, they did this, but I'm kind of curious as to why you drug prom and not them. It's like, and he responded like, well, I didn't know about that. And I made sure to mention, I'm disappointed. It's like, disappointed? That's a shame, because you didn't say that to prom. You drug his butt.
Yeah.
And that's where I was like, that actually pissed me off. I was like, seriously, I have fun on this thing. I legitimately laugh at everything I post, but that pissed me off. I was like, you endangered somebody's life, because some of these people are fucking crazy.
Yeah.
I actually had a similar interaction, except like I was just viewing it. I wasn't responding. And it was a person I followed. And I'm like, for some reason, I've been having like some sketchy, like bad vibes recently. And I'm like, something's telling me to like unfollow you. But I feel like I don't really have a good enough reason. And then it was something about suicide and somebody almost like doing it. And people thought, including himself, that they were doing it for like drama. And I'm like, okay, you're not taking this seriously. This is where I go.
Well, what I was going to say is two things. One, you've made it when people are trolling and hating on you. and they're all jealous, which I know it sounds like a cop-out, but it's true.
Yeah.
And they just want to claw their way up to trying to be on your level. I hate that. And number two, the whole issue. Oh my God, I forgot what I was going to say. Jesus.
It was because of me. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, I have that because I was waiting and waiting.
I hate that. I honestly hate that you got a good thing going, and then like, whoa, shit, what the heck?
Make it in. Something else was
Old age.
That's what I was thinking. Like, like we're getting old.
I'm having a senior moment, and just my senility's kicking in a little early. It's okay. Okay. So what we were talking about is, Carrie, you may recall us, Bianca. I don't know how long you've been in comics, but the whole reason why I left comics was like 2016. That's when like flippers got hot, still could make some money, and then everyone just came in and was just being nasty, toxic, cutthroat. And like comics now are just trash. I still talk to a lot of people that I was close with and used to podcast with, but now they're all toxic, just pieces of crap, and I can't deal with it. And I don't want to see that with manga because besides out of print stuff, well, they're slowly doing variants. Variants are coming, and we all know it. But like people just get so wrapped up in a fandom. It's like go outside and touch grass, and then come back to reality and say, "Hey, it's just a made up story." Like what the hell?
I actually was into manga first and then comics in 2017, but I've always seen this with the anime manga community first. But I thought that the comic book would be different because at first you see a lot of wholesome things, and then once you're getting into it, you're like, mother crapper, it's all the same. No matter what fandom you're in, it's all the same. Go away.
And I would say a good majority of the community is nice. They're welcoming. But there's these people that work themselves into the community that kind of see themselves as elitist. They read some of these influencers. They read all the stuff. They get all the stuff in the background, and they say, "Well, I'm better because I have a knowledge that you don't, and I have an opinion that is better than yours." And you start seeing that more and more. I'm like, no, it's like we all have different opinions, and that's what's so cool. That's what was so cool about comics is that you could
be so boring if we had the same opinion.
You can say I hate it, I love it. You could be like Laura last week, and hate stuff that she still loves. I just gotta keep on crapping on you. Sorry.
I was always in comic shops, and we'd be playing Magic the Gathering all the time.
I play Magic for years too.
Yeah, we'd be screaming at each other for differing opinions, but we would also, at the end of the day, it's like, you know what? I don't agree with you, but I love you all the same, and I'll see you next week. That was a sentiment every single week, and I can't understand why we can't do that now. We can't actually have a decent argument and still be friends. No, it's like
me
no.
and Laura with Suwon.
That is awesome.
So how are you doing down there, Manga Sloth? Do you have any input?
No.
Oh, Robert has a question in the chat. He said, how much do you think he'd get with his fully complete Love Hina Tokyo Pop translation manga collection? I know this is pretty old.
That's a good question because, like, comic books, you have reference material, but what do they use for manga now? Is it just eBay?
You're gonna have to do eBay sold and accepted offers. That's how most people track it. There's also stuff like what do I do for video games? I can't remember. Price charting. I don't know if price charting has manga. I know they have comics on it now, but your most basic solid data is going to come from eBay. Don't bother with Go Collector, Key Collector. They're bullshit and they will scam you and put up dumb shit. I'm sorry, I don't like them. But just do your own research. Check out eBay, sold listings and stuff like that. It's pretty easy to figure it out for yourself. For GPA stuff, same thing. If you have something that's super rare, you could always check out like previous sales from like Heritage and stuff like that. Just do your own research before you shoot yourself in the foot and lose thousands of dollars. That's all I have to say.
This information is for free, by the way.
And this one's from Manga Sloth.
But if you want to, you could easily hit that like button and subscribe.
Tony's Manga says, this is why I scam Manga Sloth by sending him my Sir Vamp volumes.
I got them for a pretty good price, and I'm going to flip them probably. Maybe.
Go for it.
I was going to say, are you enjoying them?
Are you kidding me? Anything that I would buy like that in the past 6 months is going to sit for a year plus, probably.
Did you?
I was just going to say real quick, one thing why they're targeting prom and this is really stupid, but it's all stupid, is because he is a manga tuber and a prominent one.
Yes.
Whether any of you like it or not, if you hop on Reddit, in any of the manga forums, if you mention or if someone finds out that you're a manga tuber, you will now have instantly hundreds of people that dislike you. They've never watched your content. They've never talked to you. They don't know anything about you. They're going to try to get you banned. They're going to troll you. They hate you. Happens to me every day. And it big time happened to Prom and East Coast too. People like us. I don't know why. They just don't like us. And it starts rolling over into other social places. And
well, Manga Sloth, is that why you mentioned in your stories the other day about not getting you involved? Were you getting that kind of hate even though like you're not, so you're not doing anything? But I mean, I haven't even seen you involved in it or anything.
Well, no, I it's Reddit, so I get that every day. I mean, look at me. I'm an easy target. It was people commenting to me on Instagram because I don't have Twitter and I'm never going to get it.
Good choice.
And they were mad at me for in the past I was apparently scalping the Rurouni Kenshin Vizbigs, and I just stumbled upon the whole Vizbig series for pennies on the dollar. And I was like, heck yes, I already own the series. I'm flipping these bad boys. And I didn't have any noble cause like Prom. You know, he's got college and all these bills and stuff. I don't have any of that. All my stuff's paid off. I mean, besides like a home loan or something, but that's another thing. I could go right now and these people whining, if they have a house, are they just going to sell their house what it was made for retail?
And just like, doubled in value, so...
Yeah, my house is worth $1 zillion more right now. I'm not going to go out and say, well, it was made in 1960, you know, maybe I'll sell it for $45,000 or something.
I'll buy it right now. I'll go clean up my annuity. You want to sell it, buddy? I can fly to where you live.
You're licking the walls and everything.
Times it by 10 and we'll talk.
It's a steal.
Hey, can I just share my screen real quick? I just had a question.
Sure.
All right, here on Chrome tab.
Brace yourselves.
Share. Can you guys see it?
There we go.
All right, so which manga one do I want again to get that hate and like I just be trolled? Which one? Which is the good one?
I knew he was gonna do this. I was about to say he's gonna go and sign up on Reddit.
Yeah, I don't give a
It's the collectors, because that's the main place for the best manga deals. You want to find
manga collection or collectors?
Collectors, and then there's the buy and sell, and then there's deals.
And is this plus button how I no, that's a creative post. How
I
do I join?
Hartless Weeb.
Join, yes. Join.
I'll say
join.
Join.
Just gonna put, I'm a manga tuber in all of them.
Any hate or dislike you get on collectors is 100% worth it, just for the, or not collectors, the buy and sell one, whatever that one is.
Manga swap.
Yeah,
I just joined them. I'm gonna sell all my crap in the background. I don't care about. I may keep Berserk though.
Heartless will be basically the Kool-Aid man in Reddit.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I can get good money for this though, right? Because I mean, it's still a pretty decent. I give it like a 8.0. Like,
look, I have physically ripped this with my mouth.
It
has my juices on it. You need to buy this.
That's a special edition now. You can't find that anywhere else.
He's gonna put in his profile, "Proud manga tuber."
Come at me, bro.
I'll dox myself. They can just show up at my house. We can chat. Give a fuck. Sorry.
I've avoided Reddit like the plague. Holy crap.
Yeah.
Like if you want to see the most toxic people in the world, I mean, like log on to Reddit. Wow.
More than Twitter?
Yeah, if you think Twitter's bad, go to Reddit.
Is it like
you'll find out.
Twitter and Discord had a baby of 4chan that just hates everyone? Sorry about your drink.
You do that every time he takes a step.
Try not to. I'm sorry, buddy.
He just has impeccable timing.
This is why I'm sober on this cast.
You want to see screens moving?
No. No, dude. Like, what are you talking about? No. Stop drinking.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, yeah. It's kind of getting out of hand. Like I said earlier, like Nick and Bo, we come from comic books. We've seen it there with the toxicity with the comics, and I kind of feel like it's like, I know Bianca said it's been there, but I think it's getting kind of like worse between Reddit and Twitter and people just telling you what to do with your money and what you should buy, when you should buy it. And I'm like, just mind your own business.
But when you call them out and you actually go to a con and confront them, they shut up real quick and they're not big, hard people anymore. Like, I have no problems. I'm one of the nicest people, but if you talk shit, I'm going to say, hey, what's up? And they're like, oh, I'm sorry. It's like,
I have to join Hartless Weeb and one of these Comic-Cons.
New York Comic-Con, baby, come visit me.
Next year, I'm going to try to get to New York Comic-Con just to hang out with Nick.
I'm sorry. I love him with all my heart, but I would not touch New York with a 10-foot pole.
It's all right. It's not that bad.
Same.
Is it because it doesn't exist? I'm just kidding.
Baltimore's even better.
Hey, none of y'all have seen New York, so y'all don't know.
I'm from New York.
Listen, I won't get into it, but second time in Baltimore, this was last year. I made like $7,500. Went out for drinks with everybody and industry people. I blacked out, lost my phone, slept in front of a store for an hour. It was a blast. And I was there for the whole weekend. It's so fun.
Oh my god.
That would
be
have
fun with it. It was cold out.
Yeah.
But I fell asleep in the good part of Baltimore. It wasn't the ghetto. It was like right on the line, so I was lucky.
So I'm going to be like, I need a cab and maybe an ambulance.
I was a mile away from the friggin' hotel.
Hey, Sloth, how's your breathing? Is it okay?
Why you ask?
Because like it looks hot under there. I don't know.
What do you
Much
want?
respect.
Take it off.
No, don't do
This is
that.
identity.
Person on the internet that wants me to apparently rip my skin off. Jeez,
Sorry, buddy.
Yes, you have a lot of women and men that want to.
Look, Nick lasted 25 minutes with a wig.
It was a hair
Yes, I
transplant.
remember
I had
that.
to
That
shave
was
it. It was too much. Well, you want me to go get another wig? I'll go get another wig if it makes you feel better. I got like 4 of them.
Clark Kent, Lex Luthor. Clark Kent.
Oh my god, he confused Tristan. She's like, what happened? Is there another guy on your stream now? I'm like, no, it's the same guy.
I saw that.
Oh, we should do our top 5 so we can try to finish before 10.
Top
Wait,
5 of
yeah.
what?
10 or 10:30?
Ready?
He said in the beginning he's gonna wing it. He really is gonna wing it.
I tried winging it like an hour before. It didn't go well, so I winged like 3 characters, and I'm like, well, I have to write it before I forget it.
Started telling you this on Saturday.
No, I had some already in my brain, but I forgot them because I didn't write it down, and so I'm like, crap, I have an hour now.
So we don't start with you. Is that what you're saying?
Carrie reminded me that I have an Instagram account. I'm like, oh wow, I
said you're in the group.
Like, you
Literally
found
look
that?
behind you, pick a random manga, and just be like, this side character's name is, and blah blah blah.
He's gonna pick like all of the straw hats because it's the closest thing to him. Right?
That would work.
And actually, I'll go ahead and start. See, this long-nosed man, who I'm forgetting the name of, is actually pretty awesome. He creates so many different things, like instantly. Like for Nami, when he came up with that, I don't know what that's called. What? He came up with those 3 sticks, and they all of a sudden have all those different things. That's pretty cool. I would say I fell in love with this character as soon as he said, let's call it Usopp Hammer, or Band of Doom. I laughed for like 5 minutes straight. I could not get over that. I was like, I had to watch that on repeat. I love this man. When this series first came out, I saw this. I was like, who the hell is that? That looks stupid. And here I am later on in 2002. This is one of my favorite characters.
Yeah. That's awesome. I loved hearing that. Yeah, when my husband was first watching, I watched One Piece by myself, and then like he came in because Usopp did, and he's like, "This guy's horrible." And I'm just like, "You got to keep watching." But now, yeah, he's really growing on him. I think Usopp has that ability. Hopefully, nothing broke, by the way, with that.
I know. I was like, all right, Laura, you want to go next?
I can. Look, if I gushed about all my people I hated last week, you're going to get all my favorites this week.
That's the Laura we know and love.
Yeah, I was like, I'm making sure that I can gush about everybody with a lot of excitement.
I give you validity. That's not a word, but I just said it.
Yes. I like it. I'm going to go with Ichikawa from Kaiju number 8 because I absolutely adore this series. It's one of my favorite Shonen Jump, and I just love Ichikawa. Like, guys, I just realized now I planned who I was going to say, but I didn't give you any, like, you're not going to get any reasons why, except for that I love them. I don't know why I do. I just do. Okay, so he had to be the list because I was like, I don't know, he's just great. The end of this volume was like, I've read volume 3, but I was like, spoilers, just all these spoilers were happening, and I was like, if anything happens to him, I'm gonna riot. I forget how to breathe in these volumes, and I don't know. I just love Ichikawa. That's all I got for you guys. Just know I love him. That's it.
I gotta start reading it because he sounds super interesting.
He's
it's good. He's really
so
good.
great. It's like, it makes me sad when people are like, it's such a mid manga series. Like, no, don't say that about it.
I've been seeing people praise it.
Kaiju number 8's amazing. Like, I really like it. That's one of my
It's
band's
mid
next
already,
album's gonna be just based on, like, we're just gonna be about Kaiju number 8. It's gonna be screamo, but it's gonna be good.
That is so awesome. We need Heartless Weeb grow some hair.
I know. It's like,
I have hair and I miss it.
He's like Frankie. He just hits a button.
I thought he was hot before, but oh my god, everybody look at him. He is so amazing right now.
So Manga Sloth, do you have any top 5?
Yeah, I may have went a little different than you guys. Just seeing the first 2 that they showed. I was thinking more like behind the scenes, like those guys are more in the limelight, so I'll just stick with One Piece here and say this guy right here. Bartholomew Kuma from One Piece. Amazing side character. Without him, Luffy would be dead. The crew would be gone. And he's farther in, so I won't spoil things, but just one of those awesome series side characters that you think that might spoil things, that you might not know what side he's on, and you might hate him and then end up loving him, something like that. But One Piece has got like a zillion.
Yeah, yes.
Agreed. All right, Bianca, you're up.
All right. Okay, so one of the ones I have is from Kaguya-sama Love is War, and that's Yu Ishigami.
Which one is that character?
The secretary,
he's the emo-looking one who plays video games, and I believe he watches anime and manga too. He's
the class secretary, right? The one with long hair.
Yeah, he's the one with the hair covers one eye and has headphones, and he's always with a console.
Yes, he is hilarious.
Oof and double.
He's jokingly best girl.
Yes.
All right, Marg, you're up.
Let's see. I'm going to talk about a side character from a manga everybody hates except for me, and that's Psalm 100.
I love it.
And my favorite side character is
He's awesome. He's amazing.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
love him.
He's naked in this. Every volume of they don't show anything though, because there's like some kind
Dang
of glare.
it.
But every single volume, he winds up naked, some which a how, and it cracks me up because it's so stupid. And yeah, everyone hates this manga, but I love it because it's just, it's a riot, stupid fun time. So
Is that like that fairy tale
No.
guy, the guy from Fairy Tale who takes out his shirt off every single time or something like
I know
that?
who you're
yeah,
talking
it's
And I
totally
think it has-
gag, but I love it.
I think it has a great few volumes. It kind of teeters on the latest volumes. You kind of like, okay, you kind of showed us what you're all about. Now,
It took a turn in volume 6. It took a
got
turn in
weirder.
volume 6, and now they're doing something else. So
Yeah, what's with Go People? I was confused. I saw Go People in 7. No one's reading anymore.
Oh, I haven't read 7 yet.
Oh, okay.
I haven't read 7
I
yet.
haven't either. I kind of stopped when they got to the village and that guy showed up with who had pretty much
I don't read the
same-
series at all.
I can't read it.
Yeah, I read
Can't
6
read
where
it.
they're
He likes
going to
fiction.
go.
He likes stuff.
Yeah. But yeah, I love it.
What about you, Grunge Era Nick?
All right, so let's see. I actually have a gift for this one because I'm coming like in hot for you guys. All right, let's share screen. You figure I would figure this out by now.
You guys don't hear my dog drinking water, do you?
Yeah, it's a little bit, but don't worry about it.
As long as you don't hear mine snore.
Pen!
Oh.
I love Pen.
Pen Pen is the best side character. Not only is he an alcoholic that takes hot baths all the time, lives with Masato, he's just super cute and just so cool. He's the best
This
side
isn't from
character.
Polar Bear Cafe, is it?
No, this is from Neon Genesis Evangelion. It goes to show you how deep and effed up the series can be.
What the
come
frick?
on.
Nobody ever talked about some freaking alcoholic penguin. I would have watched it a long time ago.
It's a hot
That's the
spice
selling
penguin.
point for me.
Yeah, Pen Pen's the man. He's just cool. He chills and he's friendly with everybody, but just waddles off and does his own
Chill.
thing.
Oh, he
cool.
doesn't grope nobody.
No, he just chills. That's why he's so cool.
It's Misato's pet.
Oh,
All right. Mine's also a One Piece one, but this is a character. He doesn't have to show up often, but when he does, like, he changes everything. And that would be Shanks.
Oh, yeah.
Eee.
Shanks is that guy who could be gone for like 7 arcs and then show up and just be like at the center of the whole story for like a good couple chapters and change everything.
I'm so excited for the movie. I told my husband, I was like, I'm willing to endure all the spoilers just to go in theaters and watch this. I'm like, it better play locally. I will be so heartbroken and so crushed if it isn't. I was like, I'm ready. I'm ready. So
it's never near me anyway.
I was like, if they were to show Belle at my local theater in the tiniest theater or like the tiniest like sitting room in the theater, I'm like, surely you can play Red. Surely. I'm like, that's more popular than Belle. So I'm like, I'm being hopeful. Because I was like, man, depending on what day they played, if it's out of like up a like 2-hour drive, I was like, I might be able to convince my husband, but only if he doesn't have to work the next day. So
you can check where they were playing the DBZ ones around you, and it's likely that they'll play the One Piece one.
That one is actually at my theater. I totally forgot about
IMAX,
it.
I saw DBZ and Dragon Ball Super. It was good in IMAX.
Yeah.
I think I want to rather watch DC Superhero Pets. Just because it's animal related.
You guys almost make me want to read One Piece, but I don't care about pirates. Am I the only one on this whole panel?
No, you're not. I don't care about pirates.
I don't care about pirates at all.
You're the one that got me into One Piece, Manga Sloth. Your hand can never be raised for that.
Well, the pirates to me just has nothing to do with it. I mean, the emphasis is on that they're pirates, but they just don't do pirate things. And that if they did, I think it would be very boring.
So they're the pirates that don't do anything?
Yeah.
We are the pirates.
It's more like superheroes. They roll up to the island and save people.
Yep. So thank you, whoever suggested about checking the local theaters, because 2 of them have it. So have the Dragon Ball Z film. So, like, yes.
So maybe keep an eye on those 2 when it's or if they show upcoming, it might be in there.
Yeah, yeah.
nice.
I'm so glad. Yeah, that makes me feel better.
And some independent, not independent, but smaller animes. Like I've done a lot of Fathom events where like I saw what was it, Bella, whatever it is.
Oh,
I hated it. But
The
anyways,
one with the pink hair, right?
it was Beauty and the Beast with extra musicals that look like Summer Wars.
It's on HBO Max. Yeah, I have to watch it.
I agree.
Pretty.
Live up to the hype.
I agree.
It was pretty, but that was like I spent my own hard-earned money. I'm like, God, that sucked.
Me and my wife were very disappointed. Like 2 out of 10. It was. We just did not like it at all.
But
Dang, now I'm afraid to do a review on it because if I do, all the weebs are gonna be like, "How dare you not like Belle? It is the best thing since."
It's okay to like anything,
Just,
well, I like when they
tell
do
Nick when you're gonna do it.
Yeah, I'll take the heat. I'll tell you, I hated it. But like the Fathom events, every once in a while they do for like the Ghibli Studios films. Those were good. The Akira re-release, that was really good. Like super dorky. I just love going to check that stuff out in the theaters. It's so much fun.
I like the Jujutsu Kaisen one too.
That was good too. Yep, I saw that.
Yeah,
I saw the Demon Slayer one, and I'm never gonna see anime in my local theater ever again.
Why'd you get a bunch of smelly weebs?
No, one of them was that they sat in our reserved seats.
Oh no, you
the
don't.
second one is nonstop talking and yelling throughout the entire movie theater, the entire movie, and I'm like, can you just shut up, please?
See, I'm
for
not
1
nice.
second.
You have to be polite first. Say, hey, those are my seats, and they don't. Then you get kind of aggressive, but you go get a manager and do the polite, right thing. And if it's too loud, just scream, "Shut up!" They usually shut up.
No, I worked for a company that really specifically went after that 17 and under. Like they cannot come in here. It's like if they somehow made their way in there, I was in there going, hey, you need to leave because a lot of those people that come in that are under the age of 18, they come in groups and they think, oh, I'm so cool, I'm gonna yell these things out, and that ruins the whole movie. And I love the theater that I used to work for before I switched up to my next job. I loved them because they would really focus on that. It's like, those guys need to, no, you can't come in here unless you got your parent or guardian with you, you can't be in here.
All right, before we get to the next one, because Nick's going to remind me, everybody in the chat, do not forget to hit that like button. If you haven't already, subscribe and go ahead and share this video. All right, Bo, you're up. What's your next one?
Oh, shoot. I'm actually reading this. So I'm actually going to say specifically 100% the person that I'm actually going to go for my number 4 would actually be
again.
He's going to be like,
he's like, what's close?
No. Who is the
Sniper
chunky
King.
kid from this one? I'm trying to remember his name.
They're so good you can't remember.
I can't remember his name. For right now, his name's going to be Chunky Kid.
Don't fat shame manga characters that aren't real.
Let's call him Pete.
This one actually has origins.
Twitter mob.
No. Oh my goodness! I almost. Are you talking about Tomohiro? Shoya's best friend.
Yes.
Yes.
That kid is so awesome because he becomes some kind of like conduit to becoming who he becomes later on. I mean, he welcomes him into this new world. He finally has somebody to connect with and become himself. And this kid kind of brings him out of his shell. And also you see how he's trying to reach out to, I'm already forgetting her name, but he's trying to talk to her. And the kid comes in like, hey, this kid needs to talk to her. Yes. So he becomes such a great friend. I actually love that character.
And Charlie Chaplin connoisseur.
But yes, that would be my number. What are we on 4?
4.
Oh my goodness, we're vibing because I was going to do him and I actually chose Ichikawa over him, and I apologized to him even though he wasn't real. I was like, I'm sorry, but Ichikawa's taken the win. So
such a disgrace, Laura.
That's why she's so sweet. She's too sweet.
All right, Laura, who's your 4?
Bokuto from Haikyuu, and he's just going to represent all of Haikyuu that's not Hinata because like everybody is amazing in this series. I love it so much. But I decided to go Bokuto because he's so funny. I mean, he's like a depressed owl who just is really good at what he does, but he'll like be doing line shots and then he forgets it. And it's like, how do you forget what you're so incredibly good at and what you're known for? Like, it's just, he's such a great character, and he brings like the perfect humor, and he's the perfect big brother to Hinata, my favorite character, and he's just great. He's just great. I'll stop there.
Never heard of Depressed Owl before.
Oh my goodness. I wish I didn't even think of like finding a picture of him, and I cut myself off, guys, so I wouldn't like here we go. Here's sort of a depressed owl. He's getting there. Let me go find another one because that's just the beginning.
I've been reading Tokyo Ghoul, so owl means something completely different right now.
Hey, everybody at Antico is really nice.
I don't have. Oh my goodness, I can't find the picture of him. But he's fantastic. Guys, I could just talk about all of Haikyuu characters. If you guys take One Piece, I'll take Haikyuu, and we can just be here all night gushing about how amazing.
I had a feeling you were going to choose Haikyuu anyways.
I was going to do two. I was like, how do I choose just one? But I was like, well, I don't know. I decided to just go Bokuto because he's the ultimate senpai and teacher. And
what's his name?
Bokuto.
Is he the guy who says Oya Oya?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oya
Oya.
Yeah. Oh yes, he's so great. Sorry guys, like I said, I'm so horrible. Like just the love for him is real, but me explaining why the love's real is not very real.
Good. Sloth, next.
Okay, I got Geechee, if I'm saying that right, from, this is the best I could find at short notice, on him on the spine, from Blade of the Immortal. A lot of great characters in this series, obviously, and in depth. And so I won't ramble too long. I'll just try to explain it in this way. When there's a character that is perceived as a bad character or an enemy, and they start blurring the lines, and you start going, wait, I like this character. Why am I liking the bad guy? Why am I agreeing with the bad guy's, views and things like that? Those are the greatest points on when you create an amazing villain, side character, any kind of character. Now, he's not the main villain at all, but he's perceived as obviously a protagonist at some point. So, yeah, I'm picking that guy.
That him? I think I just got it. I'm trying to get on to share with everybody. Did it pop up? Him?
Yes.
Okay.
Nice.
He looks pretty intimidating.
It's the glasses. Is that those are glasses or?
He's insane.
The chain daddy.
The chain daddy.
Leather daddy, chain daddy, whatever, daddy.
All right, Bianca, what's yours?
All right. Speaking of pirates, my other side character that is my favorite is Gigan from Yona of the Dawn. Mostly because I just love how she's so blunt and she just insults everybody just because. But the crew members she has, she does treat them like her own kids, and she's like in her 60s. And the reason she created this entire pirate thing was to like rebel against the Lord Yang Kumji, who's like a tyrant. And, she got these people because they're like, hey, we believe in you, even though she doesn't want them hurt or murdered and all that stuff. And I'm like, I love you, heart of gold, and you can be mean when you want to.
It took me a second to think of who it was for a second. I was like, who's it? I love later, I think when Yona's at the fire tribe, or not the fire tribe, but at the village in the fire tribe's lands, where she like tries to embrace her personality. And they're like, why does Yona sound like somebody else right now? That was a good pick.
I just saw some lady smoking an opium pipe. I'm like, she seems cool.
Exactly.
A little hot.
Why is it every episode it's gilfs with you people?
You're the one that brings them up.
All right, she can get it.
Well, her number one is Jeha, so.
All right, March, what is yours?
Well, yeah, I wasn't going to pick Yona because I already picked Yona before, but yeah, the side characters in that are really great. But I went with a bunch of people from Chainsaw Man. I love Power, I love Aki, and I love Beam. And those are my favorite. Huh?
Say her name.
No, I hate her. I hate her because well, I can't say, but I hate her. I don't like her whatsoever. I think, well, yeah, you picked her for the villains, didn't you?
She was a bitch. I hate her.
I was gonna pick her, but I didn't know what to say about her without spoiling some stuff. So I don't like her at all. But I like Power, and I like Aki, and yeah, and
Meowie's my favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's Power right there.
Yeah.
Oh, she's cute.
And Meowie. I guess Meowie. I like Meowie too. Meowie's in here. There's Meowie.
He's got his
Oh, awesome.
Wow.
That is a cool print.
I'll pay you $75,000 for it.
Sold. I have no attachments to this. I can get another condom.
If only I had that cash.
So
that's going to be flying across the room before the end of the night.
Right. Me biting it, chewing it up.
Oh, man. All right,
next. A few drinks in me. All right, the next one. He's just the coolest person ever. He started out evil and just became super cute, and you'll know him in 1 second.
It's Sloth.
Sapu is the coolest, most badass. Like, he can fight, but he literally is like a sloth. He's so lazy, he just wants to eat and just sleep and has to fight and gets all mad like a little kid. Him and Mr. Satan have the best relationship. He's just super cute.
And turns anything into candy.
Yep. Candy. I love him.
Don't you have a giant poster of him in your room?
I do. Hold on. Stop sharing. Hold on. Let me share screen. No, that's a video file. No, god damn it. Yeah, I think I spent like $80 on it, but I thought it was the coolest thing I ever saw. And the guy's like, "Do you want that?" I was like, "Yeah, I want that." Share screen. Entire screen. Whatever. I can just do this. It's freaking huge. Like,
oh wow,
it's literally like 32 inches by something else. It's huge.
Ice cream.
Yeah. So when I say I like him,
that is so cool.
I like him. He's cool.
All right, my turn, I guess. I love One Punch Man. There's so many characters in there, but there's this one smaller character who you gotta love because compared to everybody else, his powers are nowhere like everyone, and that would be Human Rider.
I do it! Yeah, let's go!
Yes. I love him on his bicycle going at the villains.
Yes.
And he never gives up, and I think that's why Saitama likes him a lot.
It's interesting, yeah. He is such a great character because I think Maya and I were talking about him the other day. Like, he doesn't have any powers like everybody else, but you can't help but love his sense of justice and how he still goes all out. You're just like, oh, that was a good pick. That was a good.
Like when he was fighting that big sea monster and he just wasn't giving up. And
yes,
I was like, I love him so much.
Mm-hmm.
He is a great character.
He is.
All right, what are we on 3? You ready, Bo? Do you have another one? Did you pick it out already?
Grab something off the wall. He's like,
you can literally choose from what we got from our picks.
I know. You'll be like, you know what? That's funny. That was
all right.
mine.
So from Die Dark, I love Hacky. I'm forgetting his name already. I'm horrible with names. So in Die Dark, you have the main character, and he has a thing called Dark Packy. And I'm forgetting his name already, but he's actually got a pretty good rapport with him. I don't know if y'all have read Volume 1, but they go out to this, I don't know, it's kind of like a dark hole, and there's a shop in there, and this lady's selling a bunch of things that they need, and it's pretty cool. It's pretty funny. Like, well, I got this, got all these pretty cool things that also have this thing that can power a ship. Like, they're both in unison. Like, yeah, that one. I don't know. It's something simple, but they have a hilarious relationship. It's not like nothing BL or anything, but it's a cool friendship they have. It's pretty. They're pretty close to each other, and you can tell they're very, very good friends. And that's about it. I love the Dark Packy in Die Dark. I haven't read Dora Hedora yet, but I'm gonna get there because I absolutely love Die Dark, and I think it's a great series. And rant.
Honestly, I'm surprised you haven't done anything from Demon Slayer since you have the box set, but I guess I will go ahead and I will say Rengoku.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I never thought that he would capture my heart the way that he did. I honestly feel like was it basically like the OVA or that bonus episode that's just on Rengoku and the like right before the second season started is the best because we get Rengoku smiling with no blood and I'm just like, I'm 100% here for it. That is actually my background. So, but I love him so much. Like you just can't help, I feel like you just can't help but cheer for him and how it's hard to put into words. He's so energetic and so passionate. And I'm just like, man, he's just awesome. I mean, I don't know how to explain his character, especially without spoilers, but it's so great. I feel like the movie is like the only movie I'm willing to watch and sob every time because I've seen it like 3-4 times. So I'm like, it's so worth it seeing him and just everything about him. He's so great. Though I feel bad because I feel like when we first meet him, because with Tanjiro, he was adamant at first that he didn't want him and Nezuko to join. And I just was like, oh, nope, I don't like you because you're against Tanjiro. And then the movie came and it was just like, I'm so sorry. I was so late to the Rengoku hype train. No pun intended there. But yeah, he's so amazing. I specifically want to read the manga. I've read some of it, but I haven't read up to that point or like where season 2 ends because of him. Like he's so great. He's a good character.
I really like his character. I would say, please do not mention that the Dark Sage at all because he hates the character.
No, does he really?
Yeah, he hates
that.
Oh, Rengoku! But he's why? How can
I was gonna say the worst character is Tanjiro. He sucks. He's just so basic and horrible. Like I hate him. If they killed him, the story would be so much better. Like Nezuko, I would love that. I would love that.
I guess when I do think about it, Tanjiro is not my favorite character. I don't mean like a bash to him, but yeah, when I do think about it, like is it Sabito or that teaches Tanjiro to cut the rock or whatever? Oh, I loved his character so much. So like I don't know. I guess maybe I need to read it to find out. I'm struggling because the anime is so gorgeous and the manga.
Yeah, the anime is.
I don't know. This is one time I feel like the anime is legitly better than the manga, and I feel horrible saying that. But I mean, it's
good.
Hard. It's like a night and day difference. Like I remember opening up like this is the anime. Like I was very, very shocked. So.
Yeah, that part I will agree with Dark Sage. Like it starts off with if any of you have the Demon Slayer collection, you have to admit the art is pretty lacking, but it gets better. You can tell that the manga is learning something. He gets better throughout the series.
Okay. Yeah, because I do feel like I read the first 3 volumes. And it was hard, but I think it's because I was trying to read it right after the anime, and I feel like that's like the worst thing to do because you're going to compare the awesomeness of the anime with, like you said, the lacking of the manga at first.
That's good to know. I think I'll just stick with the anime then.
I would. I mean,
they're pretty close. I mean, if you're wondering whether or not to pick the manga or just watch the anime, the anime is pretty close, and you have hands down more visually appealing to watch than than to read the manga.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's one of my first ones, so I love it. So
you love it, but it wasn't on any of your characters list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's one.
Now
There's
you're
one.
giving him an idea. All right, Manga Sloth, you're up.
Well, whichever one you pick, manga or anime, it's still going to be the mid Slayer. Anyway,
Oh,
How dare you?
that's fired.
Burn.
The dad
Manga
joke.
beef now.
it's just middle of the road. It's fine. I picked my favorite character from Bleach for the next one, Kenpachi. And Kenpachi is just, I mean, if you know Kenpachi, he's just insane. He's freaking sweet. He's one of those battle crazed people. He's, if you know anything about Bleach, he doesn't have a Zanpakuto, and he's still insanely strong. I guess nobody likes Bleach, but that's fine.
I haven't. I just haven't read it yet.
I have a friend who loves Bleach. He has a whole channel on it.
I have a
Bleach
bad
is,
history
you
with
know,
Bleach.
Bleach is not the best thing ever. You know, it's definitely.
I know it stains clothes all the time.
I
Yeah.
like it. Tasty.
It's an okay shonen. It's you know, definitely not top 10 shonen even, but it's.
Would you
it's
say
good.
Naruto is top 10?
No,
No.
it's trash.
Would
Out
you
of the-
consider this above or under Naruto?
I think Bleach is maybe like a % above Naruto. I mean, out of the big three, everybody talks about the big three. It's One Piece, an infinite universe, and then Bleach and Naruto down in the dirt somewhere.
Would you say the nostalgic factor has something to do with it for you, or just in general you liked it?
Nostalgic for which one?
For Bleach. Because I'm assuming you're a similar age to most of us. Like, we're growing up with it, like, middle school to high school to a little bit past. When it
Yeah,
came
well,
out.
all three of them, I grew up with all three, and I never became a Naruto or Bleach fanboy. They were just okay. You know, One Piece is the only one that... Actually,
Still
One
going?
Piece was just okay to me back then, but, you know, it just keeps getting
Thank
better
you.
and better.
So no, I would always watch like I had cable and I think it was Warner or whatever, and it would show you that huge screen of whatever was playing, and it always showed One Piece, One Piece, One Piece. I was like, what the hell is this? And then I always see this guy, and I'd be like, who is this guy? It's
Well,
like
that
I
was
don't like
probably
him.
that was probably the 4 Kids dubs, and if it was,
Yeah.
you don't want to watch that anyway. That ruined One Piece for many people.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was terrible. All right, Bianca.
All right. So now we're in the sports territory. So my next one is from Diamond No Ace, or Ace of Diamond, which is a baseball anime series. It was my very first one too. The one I picked was Kuminato Haruichi, or Haru or Haruichi is usually what they called him. So this character has like an older brother, and they usually joke on how they kind of look alike because they both got pink hair. This one, he has bangs covering his eyes, so you never see his eyes, but he and his brother are like really great swingers. Not like that, baseball swingers.
Thank you for the clarification.
Up at that.
And his older brother actually doesn't have large bangs, but he's a closed eye character. So they both have that. Oh, you don't see their eyes until the perfect moment comes. For Haruichi, it's, you know, when he's really focused on like swinging the ball. That's when you realize he can get close to a home run. And it was kind of like a joke in the anime too. It was like, show your eyes, you know. And he's just such a sweet, shy kid, but he also tries to keep the peace with everybody, like using logic, because the protagonist does not.
That is a series I really want to try, because everybody has told me if you like Haikyuu, you're going to like Ace of Diamond.
I agree with that sentiment, but there was like 1 or 2 people that are like, no, I did not like Ace of Diamond. I'm like, well, That's 2 people out of a million. So I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I have not heard. I mean, the only thing I heard is like the hardest thing is it's only digital only, and so, I mean,
Is it? What?
Yeah, at least in the States, at least in English, I should say, because the person that first recommended it to me, she lives, we'll say, in Korea, and she has the Korean versions or the Japanese version, and so.
Ooh.
But here in the States, we just get the digital version. But man, I did see that Viz picked up a digital like spin-off of it. So I'm hoping that maybe like, okay, Kodansha, maybe you could put that in print if Viz is doing a spin-off. Yes, I'm with you, Mark.
I've heard a lot of good things about it too.
Same here. Same here.
Yeah.
Days of Diamond finally got their 3rd and 4th season, and I never knew about it until like a year or 2 after. And I'm like, when was this? I'm such a big fan, and I don't remember anything about what happened. Now I have to rewatch the series. Not that that's a bad thing. That's a good thing.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
All right, Marge.
All right, my number 3 is Obi from Snow White with red hair.
I picked Obi.
Yes, I love him so much. I love that he was such a wild card in the beginning of the series, and then he just grew into such a loyal character for Shirayuki and Prince Zen, and now he's like just it's sometimes I ship Obi with Shirayuki, but I know that's so wrong because she belongs with Prince Zen, but Obi has feelings for her, and I don't know. Sometimes I want them to be together because I just love him so much. And this picture is my goodness, boy. So yeah, I really like him very much. And like all the other side characters in here are fun too, like Kiki and Misahide. I really enjoy like their backstories too. So yeah, that's my number 3.
I need to catch up on this series, and seeing Manga Sloth give a thumbs up for Obi and her getting together, because I was so on the fence. I didn't like him. Like I love Obi, and that's like, don't mess with the ship, Obi. But now I'm like, I don't know how I'll feel. So I stopped, I think, at volume 4. So I have like a lot that I need to read.
Oh yeah. 20 just came out, and it keeps getting better and better. Okay. And the character development in it is just so good, and I love it.
What was it called? Second character syndrome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't get that very often, but when I do, it's like, ooh.
And the same with Yona the Dawn. You said earlier, we need the anime for Snow White to continue, please.
Yes.
Please.
Yes.
More continuations. Also give me a second season of Skip Beat. That'd be great.
Oh yes, Skip Beat. All right, Nick.
Already ahead of you. I hit it, so it should be coming in a second. Boom.
I like how you make your hair disappear.
Yeah, it was too hot.
Yes.
I love Hellsing. Hellsing.
I have to change one of my picks.
Did you pick Sarah?
I'm sorry. Yeah, I picked Sarah's. Yeah.
I could switch over to like.
No. Yeah, I got an extra here just in case.
Sarah's Victoria is just such a sweet, cute little girl that she's like, what, 19, 20? She was on the police squad. And when vampires took over a church, vampire bit her and he's like, I'm going to take over and defile her, blah, blah, blah. And Alucard's like, hey, miss, do you want to live? And she's like, what? He's like, are you a virgin? She's like, what? He's like, are you a virgin? Yes or no? She's like, yeah, why? She just blows a hole right through the vampire in her and then makes her a vampire with him. And she slowly learns how to track down vampires. And she's super cute and sweet. And I just like her a lot. She's
You're talking about the manga version, right?
Yeah, well, the ultimate OVAs are pretty good too. That's pretty close to the manga.
Yeah.
And I like that she just carries a giant ass cannon with her all the time and can snipe stuff. That's crazy.
I remember watching a video on it, how somebody said, oh, I liked the Hellsing version, not the Hellsing Ultimate version, despite that being the original. Gross. Because she was like dumb in the Ultimate, but not as dumb in the regular or something like that.
No, the Ultimate came out before the series was even finished. That's actually how I found out about it. And I was like, oh, there's a manga for this? Oh, they got 2 of them out? So yeah, I really like the series. Like I have a bunch behind me. I'm actually missing like 4 of them, but I'm not going to spend $300 to get 4 volumes of manga. So I just bought, the ultimate deluxe hard
Yeah.
bombs. It's so much cheaper and easier, and it's bigger, it's better, and it's just pretty good. It's a great story. If you want something about vampires, I'd say highly check it out. And Manga Sloth agrees.
Did you say Ultimate came out before the manga was ended?
No, Ultimate came out like 4 or 5 years way later after that. The original OVA series.
The other way. Yeah.
Yeah, because it got all weird, and I was like, well, where's like Rumpelstiltskin? Where's the Millennium Nazis? Where's this? Where's that? Where's like the Fifth Reich? Or is it Fourth Reich? It's a crazy story, but like one of my other favorite characters would also be Father Anderson. He's pretty badass.
Yeah, Alexander Anderson's insane.
Later on, you're like, holy shit, he's badass. Anyways. Wow.
What a miss.
Like, boom.
Because he got caught.
Oh, just side chicks and TNA. That's it. I mean, side characters and.
All right.
So my next one is if the guy from One Punch Man had no powers and he was very loyal to his ideas of justice, this next guy has probably the lamest powers in his group. And he's the biggest coward and also the biggest perv. But when he finally puts his mind to it, he's kind of awesome. And that's Mineta from My Hero Academia.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say
get a grape rush.
Grapefruit power.
Grape rush.
What was it, Nick?
Oh, I'm glad no one heard me. I said I thought you were going to say Nin Nin from La Blue Girl. You know, the tiny little ninja. He's just so cute.
So is he. So he's like...
you have no idea what I'm talking about, do you?
No.
The Blue Girl is... Nope, never mind.
I'm guessing this is not aimed at me.
It's cultured.
Yeah, I figured.
From the 90s, yeah.
Mineta's so funny, though, especially when he's trying to, like, spy on the girls and he's getting his butt kicked every time they catch him.
Yeah. I was like, if he's going to do something like that, he needs to have his butt kicked. If not, I will riot. Also, Electric Guy, too. I don't care what his name is.
I know who you're talking about, yeah. He's always brain dead every time he uses his powers.
Yeah.
No, I do find it funny how the fandom hates Mineta, but they'll let the Electric Guy pass, most likely because he's good looking.
It's so true, though.
Like, they're literally together every single time. And I'm like, bro.
It's like when Mineta freaks out and he's throwing his little grape balls. That's funny.
Yeah.
All right, we're up to 2 now. Come on, Bo. Did you find something?
Oh yes. I'm trying to find the name of the guy who makes the sword for Tanjiro because I absolutely love this character.
Oh, the old dude is so good.
Oh yeah.
Tanjiro consistently breaks the sword, and the guy who makes it is furious because he spends so much time making it, and he's always pushing himself to do better at making his swords. And the next arc we should see will be pretty interesting, so I'm excited for it. His reactions to seeing Tanjiro after he's broken a sword is hilarious. I absolutely love it.
Was he ever name dropped? Did I miss his name?
Somebody comes running down the road after him.
I don't remember his name.
All I see is that little mouth that's shooting out, just hitting them.
Yeah. Oh, that's such a good one. So of course I too have to have One Piece on my list, and the reason I could not say Rengoku's the best fire boy because Ace is the best fire boy that is around. Nobody can top Ace. I love his character so very much. Never mind the fact that I've barely seen him in the anime, have not read the manga enough, but the times he's on there, I'm so excited. I don't know what it is about him. He's just such a great character. And his relationship with Luffy is everything. I've seen clips from when they were kids, and it makes him all the more better because I'm like, he was so, I don't know if mean is the right word, but I'm just like, you were so different back then, Ace, and he's sort of like chill, but he didn't kick butt, and just, he's just great. I mean, this is another character that I'm like, he's just great. That's all you need to know. You should love him because he's Ace, Luffy's brother. I mean, I'd say what else do you need, but I'm sure there's other things, but I really, really love his character. He's definitely like in my top 3 favorite characters ever. I'm wanting to see more of him on screen, but I'm really nervous because that means we're getting closer to Marineford, and I'm like, I'm not ready for that. So he'll just hang out in Alabaster where he's nice and safe and kicking butt. So I love this character.
Also found the guy's name I put in the chat for YouTube. Anyone can attempt it?
Hataru.
Yeah, Hataru Haganagazuka.
I'm not gonna even try the last name. Bianca, come on.
Yeah. Oh, you want me to try? Okay.
Yeah.
Haganazuka.
Great.
We're gonna go with okay, great.
Now, everybody with me.
No. Okay, Manga Sloth, you're up next.
Well, first things first, Sabo is the best fire boy now. Am I right?
Well, I do like Sabo, and I'm holding out. I need an ASL pin. I was like, I haven't met Sabo, but I was like, he is after Ace, he would be the best fire boy. He would be.
I mean, maybe even Marco the Phoenix now, if anybody's up to date.
I am, yeah.
I'm on the fence, and it's horrible, but he's not as nice looking as Ace and Sabo. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I have no other
Pineapple head.
Yeah, I don't have a deep reason. It's so shallow, but I haven't met him, and I'm probably gonna eat my words and come back and be like, Manga Sloth, I'm so sorry I said that about Marco.
Please, Laura, please catch up when you can. I want to talk One Piece, please.
I'm so close. I have almost all my videos planned out for the rest of this year, so I don't have to stress read and can actually catch up, because it is killing me with we haven't watched the anime, so I'm jonesing for some One Piece. I'm like, it's just time. It's just time to read it,
Laura.
because
And the dub is way behind also. So if you're watching dub,
no, we just been
No,
watching the subs. I can't handle Luffy's voice dubbed, and I think it's just because I only know his voice as subbed. So I haven't. I don't know what I would do if the movie is actually in dub, because then I heard Luffy's voice the other day dubbed, and I didn't recognize him at first. Like I said, I think it's just because we watched sub though, because we're
Are they both played by women? The English and the Japanese?
Yes.
Oh.
They're both voiced by women.
That's so famous. That's so popular in Dragon Ball Z. Goku and his kids played by the same girl. You have Naruto played by a girl. His son played by a girl.
And I think she actually voices a lot of characters.
It's very progressive. Japan's just way ahead of us.
It would be more progressive if I didn't have to hear Sensei, and I'm like, oh gosh dang, lower the volume. When I hear their natural voice, I'm like, oh my gosh, I love it so much. Oh shoot, I forgot that voice actress. No, but she's known for a deep voice, and she's always allowed to use her deep voice, and I'm like, I'm so happy.
Okay, so since I have to bounce, I'm gonna do my last two real quick here, and I'll be the first one in this whole stream to do a One Piece character. And that is, and this is only because Heartless took Saris away.
Sorry.
So I grabbed this volume, and I'm gonna do Pops, Whitebeard. If you know, you know. Warlord of the Sea, insane. Very important to the series in many different ways. Super cool. And then a shonen which is better than One Piece and the best shonen ever made, I believe. Hunter x Hunter. I got Crollo Lucifer here on the cover of this. This is like a Japanese one.
Oh, I was about to say, I've never seen that one before.
You get all the pretty stuff.
Super awesome character. Bad guy that, love to hate. But anybody here read Hunter x Hunter? Anybody know what I'm talking about?
I unfortunately don't. My sister loves it though, and that's the first manga she ever got, and I felt really proud. I was like, she's like, I love this, so I wanted to try it since my sister's in it, or not in it, but
if anybody's interested in the greatest shonens ever made, Tagashi has made Yu Yu Hakusho and Hunter x Hunter, and his wife made Sailor Moon. So you got three different looking things there.
Now,
Nice.
which one would you say is better? I think you would love them both, but Yu Yu Hakusho or Hunter x Hunter?
I have a bias with Yu Yu Hakusho being one of the first, but it's also, if you look up any top 10 shonen list, Yu Yu is always in top 3 with Hunter, and then it's usually One Piece. Those three are always bouncing around the top 3 of any list. So I'm not too far off in thinking it's one of the best, but it's hard to not pick Hunter better than all of them. So probably Hunter.
Wow.
Good.
Let's check it out.
I gotta say, I'm fangirling.
thank
Thank
you,
you for coming to hang out with us.
Yes.
Yeah.
You made my night, buddy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hopefully I can do
Thank you.
more and more stuff with all of you.
Yeah.
Awesome.
We love you, Manga Sloth.
Yes, we do. Should I do word
Yeah.
Tell you what, next time you come on, I'll rip up 2 more Attack on Titans for you.
Oh,
Just so you know.
Oh.
I'll tell you what, I'll go to a
There-
5 below and I'll load up my cart. We'll have a ripping contest.
All right, we got Fairy Tail, and we got, I forget what the other one was, but it was trash.
If you got any Air Master, you can burn that up too.
Side
Nobody
note,
knows, nobody knows what Air
those-
Master is, most likely.
Are those 5 below things? Are they stickers or are they printed on there?
No, there. Hold on, I'll show you. I'll get one that's actually not destroyed. Give me 1 sec.
If they're printed on there, man, that is a bummer.
Isn't it?
Oh, that was fast.
that was that.
It's right there.
He had it right there. He was gonna do it.
Yeah,
for
it's
rip.
literally. I'm doing it backwards. Yeah, it's like, it's etched on there. It's not a sticker, sadly. See.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Yikes, yeah.
Yeah.
It's those Netflix series ones. Those are terrible.
Oh, yeah.
I can rip off the covers and send them to you if you want.
All right, well, I'll send you, 5 50-pound boxes of Lamb and the Lamb on your way.
Very fast.
All right, I won't hold up anymore. I'll see you all later. Thanks
Well, thank you
for
for
inviting
joining
me,
us.
Nerdy Girl.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
And everybody, his link is down below in the description.
Don't follow me. If you know me, go follow all these better creators. I'm a
Go follow on
loser.
Reddit, though.
All hail the sloth.
I love him so much. I was so pumped that he
He's
actually came
great.
on. I
His
figured he was just
slothiness
gonna,
is great.
I thought he was just gonna have, like the screen block so he didn't have to show his face.
Yeah.
And he was just like,
Yeah.
what? And I'm like, oh my
That's
god.
dedication.
I could
Yeah.
only get to what, 25 minutes of that wig on? Like he was
I
on
was
for an hour and a
sweating
half.
just looking at him.
Yeah.
I know.
I would get a
I
migraine
was
just wearing that thing. Like,
Yeah.
wow.
And he's
Much
super
respect.
nice. He's like one of the
Yes.
nicest guys, and like he's like, I got a big channel, I don't care. He's just awesome. Like I fangirl like a lot of people. I'm like, yeah, whatever. You get a bunch of subs. Him, he's just cool as hell.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, like him. All right, Bianca.
Oh, so another sports anime manga, Kuroko no Basket, and the
What were you
basketball with
saying?
Kuroko plays. Teppei Kiyoshi. I'm not sure how overrated that is.
No, it's perfect.
Yes, the Iron Heart, the former ace, Heart of Gold. I love him so. I just love supportive characters, man,
Mhm.
Yeah.
and he's so cute.
He is. He's a precious little bean. He's so sweet.
Knowing that he actually used to date Rico, I believe her name was Riku. I was like,
Yeah.
what? Why
Yes.
would you?
My husband told me, he's like, you didn't see the signs that they have been together? It's like, what signs? I was so shocked. I was so stumped over that. Like, I still am shocked by that. I wonder if it's more prevalent maybe in the manga than it is in the anime. I've only
That's
seen
what I want to know because, like, I'm watching the dub with my sister. My sister's watching it for the first time with me, and I'm like, I'm kind of seeing the signs a little bit. It's
Yeah.
just so much over caring, but I thought it was because they were friends.
I thought, that is what I thought. That is what I thought. I was like, he's not like that with everybody else. I'm like, well, he's still really caring. Like, I think unless like you're looking for it, like I said, it'd just be part of his personality and just who he is. See, guys, this character is on the fan list of awesome, and the character I hated on last week, he's the one that attacked me, guys. That's why that other guy's weaker, and I hate his guts, and he's just the worst. We ain't gonna talk about him. He doesn't even deserve our time of the day. So We're talking about happy characters.
Please don't make me laugh anymore. My abs hurt too much.
I wish I had abs.
Did you go to the gym today?
I didn't today. I skipped it, but I've been doing like 2,500 crunches every day just to lose the muffin top. I'm going hard. I got to get that like summer body for winter.
All right. Marg, you're up.
Me? Okay. I hope I can say this guy's name right. It's Yamada Asaemon. This guy right here.
Yes.
From Hell's Paradise. I love him so much. Mainly because, as you can see, his eyes have like scars over them and he can't see. He always makes jokes about like being able to see something or not see something.
He's the Toph character?
Huh?
He's the Toph character?
Oh, Toph from Avatar. Yeah.
I'm sorry, what?
Avatar have you seen Avatar The Last Airbender?
No, I haven't.
No, so there's a blind character on there and she literally makes jokes about seeing. So it's like same thing.
I got one right here. He says, "You've really opened my eyes." Did you catch that one? I was just like, oh my gosh. And yeah, every volume he makes some seeing jokes and he's just the best. And he's such a cool character too.
He's a sweetheart too.
He is.
He's a badass and a sweetheart.
Yeah, he cares so much for I forget what his name. This one.
The girl, I forget her name yet. She's a little firecracker.
Yeah, I love her too. But yeah, he was the one I'm like, please let him live. So, but yeah.
Yeah,
I'm hyped for that anime as much as Chainsaw Man. That's gotten left in the dust.
Yes.
But I think when that comes out, that'll be up there on the same level of just like underground for a while, like, you know, Tokyo Ghoul and other stuff that's gory, because that's going to be gory as shit and it's going to be so good.
Yeah, I think it will be. Awesome. Yeah, because, I forgot how much gore there was in there.
But it's so good.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh,
next.
yeah. I see what he's pulling out. Yeah, I love it when he pulls out a good berserk. And I think I know who you're going to pick, and I almost picked him.
Yeah.
I think I know who. Okay, anyways, share screen. Sorry, I just got so sidetracked again as usual.
That's okay.
I do it all the time.
I'm curious, gotta tell us hers.
Puck.
Yes,
Puck
I was gonna. I almost did Puck, but I didn't. All right, we got Raptalia. She is so cute.
Yeah.
Okay, my thing is.
Oh, look at the raccoon.
Oh yeah, he comes in later and he's super cute. He's actually like an imprinted small like being from her when they were tracking her down in the second season.
Oh.
And she's a badass. You know, she's a slave girl that was basically bought up, and she chooses to actually love her master and want to be with him. And when he takes off her brand seal on her chest, she's like, "No, I want to be your slave, and I basically love you and care about you." So I mean, she's super sweet.
What is this one from?
Oh, it's from
Shield Hero.
Shield Hero. Yeah, I'm drawing a mental blank. Sorry. And the worst part is, oh, go ahead.
I say now I haven't seen the second season. Have you seen the second season?
Yep, I finished it. It was good.
No, it was good because I heard so many people did not like the beginning of it at all, and so I loved the first season, and
I still have to watch it.
Okay, I'll say the second season is kind of campy for half of it, and when they get isekai to another isekai, everyone changes a little bit.
Double isekai.
And so, like, you know, it's more of a medieval fantasy, if you can say, like, it's more medieval, but it's like Shogun era Japan. That's why Raphtalia's got like a kimono on now and stuff.
All right, is that where they meet the raccoon too?
Yep.
Okay,
it's cool. I don't want to spoil it, but it's cool.
Yeah. Oh, I thought they were trying to emphasize that she is the raccoon and she can turn into that raccoon. Like that's her second persona. Oh no.
It's
okay.
How do I describe it? They also have a cute little penguin too, but basically it's an imprinted animal that's attached to her because they had a piece of her hair and they didn't know where she was because she got captured. So they created that, and later on she gets back with it, and it's super cute. And, like, I'm a sucker for cute stuff.
So, as a non-spoiler, does the romance develop more than it did in the first season?
No and yes.
It's not a spoiler.
It's not a spoiler. Okay, so I forget her name, but the tortoise lady's spirit or whatever. She's talking to Raptalia one night. She's like, "You should get intimate with him," and she's like, "What does intimate mean?" And they all start laughing. It was hilarious.
Oh man. Okay, that answers my question. I just wanted to know, like, do we have something? You know, like we need to be fed a little bit because
she's
maybe
realizing
after
she's got
10
feelings.
years she ages. I don't know.
Well, technically, when she levels up, she ages. She doesn't technically have an age.
What
'cause
level is
she's
she
that weird-
now?
well, she got dumped back down to like level 1, but remember she was
Oh,
like
that's
70
right.
something, so that's why she matured so much faster from like, a little kid to a teenager to adult woman, back down, and I think that goes in a whole bunch of lolly shit that I don't want to get into, but yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah, because I mean that was a slow burn ship, especially. I forget the guy's name, but I just I really did enjoy that. I've heard people don't necessarily always like it, but that character, I forget how you say her name, but she's so sweet. Like
she's a sweetheart.
Same as the little girl that turns into the giant bird. What's her name?
Oh my god, I'm drawing a blank too. I can't think. She's super cute. Yeah, she loses some of her powers, but gets different powers too.
Okay.
Oh my god, I can't think of her name now. Jesus.
Just
anyways, I know who you're talking about. She's super cute.
She is. I really like her.
It's a cute, wholesome series. Like, it's got some action, but it's not over the top. It's like that happy medium that you want for an isekai that's fun and silly, but in a wholesome family way. You can watch it with your kids and not be like, oh, geez, I can't show this to them because it's too bad,
Yeah. Well, is it as dark as the first season? Because the beginning, some parts were dark in the first season. I felt like,
when he got accused of raping the girl, which was totally unfair. Just showed how much of a scumbag the other people were.
Oh,
yeah.
And I hated that. And he's trying to clear his name. But you know what? He got better for it and learned a whole bunch of different things.
Nice. When I was reading the manga, that almost got me to stop.
Oh, yeah. I'm assuming, what's his name? Is he this
I want to say Kazuma, but I know that's not it. It's because I'm thinking of
who's this? Is he the spear hero? The main dude,
Shield hero.
No, the blonde, the knight guy that's like awful that teams up with the princess.
Yeah. I can't reprise the shield hero. What's his name? He's a dick. Yeah, the blonde guy. I hate him.
He's still around?
Yeah. Oh, there's another girl in the party that like got kicked out of his party that's now with the party with Raptalia in it. And she's in love with him still, and they're all like, he's never gonna love you. It's fun. It's complex.
I'll have to go check it out because I was like, the first season was so good. We watched it twice. I was like, don't mess up the second season, like that's a
like
Shield
did with Promise Neverland.
Promise Neverland's bad. But yeah, it's on Crunchyroll. I streamed it on. I think they just had like an OVA or like, a recap for it. Okay. And the manga's pretty close to caught up for it right now too.
Okay.
I've been reading the manga. I haven't started the anime yet. I have to.
It's so good. It's cute. Super fun. Like, I'd recommend it because a lot of people think I just like gore, violence, and like crazy over the top stuff, but I do like some cute stuff sometimes.
Yeah, it was good.
Well, you know what you guys would like too? I watched it years ago too. Is Bufari? I'll max out my stats into defense so I don't get hurt. Super cute too.
I'd be curious about that one.
It's good. It's if you like dim-witted girl that breaks the game, but she's so overpowered and she just powers her way through everything. It's cool. Maple's so dumb and she's cute and she does stuff like she was fighting like different monsters and stuff and eating them instead of actually fighting them. Like she absorbs a Hydra's power, so she's super badass. Later on, she gets like a mech suit. It's so dumb. It's cool. It's silly but fun.
I'm sorry, guys, if I just got us off topic. Ask all these questions about Shield Hero.
No, that's okay.
No, it's cool.
I got lightning outside. I was wondering if I was losing reception.
No, you
not again.
Up a little bit, but you're good.
All right, so next one for me.
She was actually my first purchase.
She's so cute. If I'm going to have a sensei, I want this guy because not only is he OP, he is such a troll, and that is
Master
Gojo.
Roshi. Oh.
Me too. But Gojo is just hilarious. What he's so OP, but at the same time, he's just like always like driving his 3 students crazy.
I have never seen it, but I want to see it because of him. Because he just every scene I've seen with him is so funny. God.
The animation, like I heard that the animation was really, really good. So when I was watching the first episode, I'm like, the animation seems not bad, just normal to me, not great. And then this character showed up, and I'm like, that's why it's good. They have most of the budget on this freaking guy. Like him with the protagonist, and the animation budget is so freaking different. I'm like, yo, you know what you're doing. You know where to put your budget on which character. Holy crap, he's like glistening.
He's even better in the movie. Like they spent good money on that movie. Like that movie is top animation quality for like the time right now.
I forgot there was a movie.
It's an OVA for like prequel.
I just love how he trolls also everybody he's fighting. He is pretty much if Nick was an anime character.
The best part is like when they lose their shit when like he takes off his blindfold, like you can see he's like, yeah. And they just lose their minds. He's like, no, I'm not blind.
Reverse tough.
And the other teacher, she's always yelling at him, why do you do all this stuff? He goes, why not? It's fun.
He loves the script kids. Yeah. You know who I also like? I can't think of his name. That old Asian dude with like the crazy eyebrows and the mustache and all the piercings. Like he's badass too.
Yeah, he is with the guitar. Yeah, he is also badass.
It's a good series.
All right, it is. All right, Bo, we're back to you. Number 1.
Unmute yourself. You're muted.
Does he know he's muted?
You're muted. You're muted. He's just going on.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, we can hear you now.
Welcome back.
Yeah, Puck. I'll go back to him.
Yes, Puck is the fucking.
Puck is pretty hilarious. He gives a lot of comic relief to Berserk because Berserk can be pretty dark, and then Puck's expressions. I know we talk about Spy Family and Anya's expressions, but Puck.
Anya looks stupid. He is so much cuter, and later on, when you get further in the series, he does like Yoda and Darth Vader and other stuff too. Or like the training arc where I can't think of the kid's name. The little brat, the monkey. He's not the monkey.
Oh,
I want to say the little kid. Anyways, but like when he trains him all the time, and he's just got that little what do you call him? Like the pussy willow things, like where he just taps people and he actually has power. It's so cute. Sorry, I'll shut up.
Yeah, no. I know what you mean. But yes, that would be my next one because I absolutely love Puck.
I think Puck's going to be one of my next characters. I'm just going to finish off the Berserk sleeve. So I want to get Puck, I think, just right here. I don't care anymore. I do construction. I don't have to do corporate crap.
Well, I guess for my number 1, I feel pretty confident. We're going back to Yona of the Dawn, and we're going with my latest favorite character, and that is Sinha, the precious bean in Yona. I am obsessed with his characters, guys. I have never stopped and admired panels just with a character.
Look, he left because of you. Oh my god.
He's sick of Yona.
Oh my goodness. So I'm just obsessed with him, guys. I don't know what it is about him. He's just so precious. And I'm just like, he needs to be protected at all costs. Never mind that he can protect himself. And he's just, I don't have the scene, but when he smiles and he lifts up his mouth and he smiles with, what's her name? Oh, yeah. And it's just, it's so precious. I love him, guys. I was like, he's up there.
I understand.
I love how he's a badass, but he's also very innocent.
Yeah. Let's see if I can find it cute. I just, guys, and it's funny because it was this volume. And everybody was like, oh, it's so great because it's in the Blue Forest. And I was like, I hated it. I was like, how dare this spirit try and come and possess him and make him do these mean things? I was like, what kind of mess is this? How could people say this is so good? I was like, no, I was so mad. So I didn't like the beginning of this, guys. But when he's free, he looks so wholesome and so precious and normal.
I remember.
And he's not looking like this right here where he's crying. He was fine. After that, I was good. I was like, volume 19 was great. But I just had to share that one. I was so mad though, guys. I read them reviews. I said, how can y'all like this? I was like, Sinha stands, where you at? I'm like, we should not be appreciating. He's doing these mean things to his friends. Anyway, sorry guys. That was an impassioned rant for my favorite character. But I love him, guys. He's so cute. He's so precious. Anyway, I'm done. I won't ramble, but I love his character so much.
We love your rambles.
I love how animated you get. It's so funny, but it's wholesome. I love it.
Glad. I'm glad. I'm glad that I can be free with you guys and be able to share all
We
these
don't
things.
care.
Well, I'm glad.
Yeah.
You know, and I will say this is sort of off topic, Nick. With all this drama stuff that has happened, I was thinking about what you said, where you're like, you can't get canceled
You
if you
can't.
don't.
I don't. Okay, excuse my language. I don't give a fuck what anyone thinks. Be yourself. Be happy. Be honest, and be genuine. That's all you got to do. Your
Yeah.
followers will find you. Your own community, people that like you. Like, I'm different than every single one of you guys. Yeah, I'm a loudmouth idiot, but that's me screwing around. But you guys know, at the end of the day, I'm not an asshole. I'm a nice guy.
Mhm.
And I try not to be, but some of these people that act fake, like they're better than other people and just go at each other's throats, that disgusts me. That's not what we should be about. We should just be happy. And we all have different walks of life and thinking and enjoy it. Life's too
Yes.
short to be miserable, you know?
Exactly.
Amen.
That's why I'm thankful with live stream, and I can gush to you guys, and there ain't no hate, no judgment. So just don't mess with my favorite characters.
I gotta say though, with the top fives, we gotta limit it to just one series. Because a lot of you guys go back to the same well, and I always try to switch it up. I'm just saying, all of you, including
I
Manga
know.
Sloth.
That's why I'm trying to pick different ones every time.
I tried. I did. I
I'm
thought
still
about
new.
Yeah,
I've been good so far.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
thought,
I've been good this one.
well, look, I tried. I was like, Mark, I know, Mark, you're like, I'm going to try a different series. And I did. And I said, you know what? Forget it. I was like, this is my chance to gush about my favorite guys. I was like, we going for it. So I'll try and do better next week, though. I'll try and do, something not typical for what I've done so far.
Not it's so great. It's hard to just not talk about it all the time. So
It's true. It is true.
No, I try not to go back to the same well stuff all the time. Like, I love Berserk. I like Hellsing, this and that. But, like, I try to pick other random stuff that's fun. Like, half you guys, I didn't know you know what Pen Pen was. Pen Pen's the best. Like,
I love
it's just fun. Pen Pen's so cute.
Yeah.
But people don't realize how dark Evangelion gets, and that's why they don't know all the cute little characters in it.
Mm-hmm.
Like Pen
I
Pen, that's
love
it.
Misato.
Misato's great. I actually have a crush on Asuka. Like, I just love her. She's such a
love her too.
love her.
I love Asuka, Misato, and what's that guy's name? The one
Karu?
that Misato's into?
Oh, Kaji?
Kaji. Yeah, I like him too. We don't get enough of him, I feel like.
Have you seen the last 4 OVA movies they did?
Mm-hmm.
They're on Amazon. Like,
Yeah.
I liked how they wrapped it up. It was totally different. And I
did
didn't
too.
know.
I had no idea what was going on, but I liked it.
And I was like, what the fuck is going on? Gendo with his eyes and he's like an angel now? Like,
I have no idea what happened.
Okay, like, I love the sub-religious plot of how crazy they twist it and have fun with it. That's why it's so fun. And it's just a mind fuck.
I was like, oh, well. I was like, as long as Asuka is still alive and Misato, I'm okay.
And you're cool with the 37 different Rei clones?
I mean, she wasn't my favorite, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, side tangent.
Like, me. And I'm like, what is her deal?
Well, it's just Shinji's mom.
Right, yes.
Yui, that they just cloned her, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Spoilers, it's been out for 30 years, guys.
Right. But, yeah.
All right, I'll shut up, sorry.
That's okay. Who's next? Bianca, you next?
Actually, guys, I'm probably going to bow out here in a second. I think I've reached my limit.
It's Julio. So my number 1 spot is Kotonami from Skip Beat. I don't remember if they pronounced her name Kanae or Kane. Like, I don't remember it. I literally am watching it like right now on my DVD. But the reason I like her is because she's pretty serious in the whole acting business. She becomes friends with the protagonist, even though she like hated her, and it was like her first real friend in a long time. What got me interested in her was like when she was doing her audition, and they had to read this script, and then she was saying all this stuff, and they're like, why is this your interpretation of the character? And it was because she was talking about experience, and that made her not get the job because she went too far from the script. Like, she couldn't handle a nice scene of a family member forgiving another family member due to her experience, and she's like, no, it's not realistic, obviously. And so she got into this section called the Love Me section with the protagonist, where they kind of learn that they kind of learn more about themselves and become better at actors and all that stuff.
Okay. Well,
I'm hoping to start reading Skip Beat. I did buy the first omnibus because I don't see enough people talk about it, and then recently so many people have been saying how good it is. So I'm hoping at one point, Bianca, I can be like, yes, I love Skip Beat too. So
yay!
Yeah, it's nice to hear something.
Oh, sorry.
I forgot there is an anime. Is that what you just said, Mark?
Yeah, I started watching the anime to see if I would like it. And it's really good. Like, it's so funny, and yeah, I hope
revenge story.
Revenge, yeah.
Feminism.
Bo, you said you had to get out of here. He's still on mute. I didn't want to hold him up if you had to go.
No. Appreciate y'all having me on. I'm just gonna go ahead and
He said too many dumb beverages. I heard that bottle roll earlier. Yeah,
I was gonna are you okay?
No, I'll see y'all later. I appreciate you.
Okay.
Have a
No
great
problem.
time.
See you
Have a
next
good
week.
night.
Yeah.
See you next Tuesday.
See you.
Then there was 5.
All I heard for the whole thing was clanking of glasses, and I thought
He's having a good time. He wasn't sloppy, so I mean,
yeah, he was.
I'd be too sloppy.
cracking
I
up.
couldn't do it. I'd embarrass myself, and none of you would ever want to associate with me again.
You'd have to wake me up. All right, who's
I
that?
saw
Mark.
a Haikyuu manga, Mark.
Oh, me? Okay.
I don't know if it's your turn. Sorry, I just saw the back cover. I was like, oh,
I
I see it. Yeah, I did.
Yeah, Haikyuu. Haikyuu has so many different characters that it was hard to choose just one. But I'm gonna choose Oyakawa for this one because reading this, I found out something about myself. I played volleyball in my high school days, and I had no idea that pointing where you want your ball to go for the serve was something crazy amazing. And I'm like, I didn't point, but I knew how to pinpoint where to put my serve. And they were just like, oh my gosh, she's so good. I'm like, is that a thing? I'm like, I thought I was just, okay. And I'm like, wow, cool. All right. I guess that's a skill. But I thought his character was very interesting. He's very intense about his game. I've only read up to volume 11 or 12, but I really like his character. I really like some of the guys on the other teams as well. There's a guy, I don't remember all their names, but there's a guy that's always surrounded by cats for some reason. And then Tanaka is another one of my favorites.
Oh, yes.
I love him so much. He's just, here he is. He's like one of my favorite loud boys in this series. And he's just so crazy and passionate about the game and his fellow teammates. But yeah, I love them all. It's hard to pick just one. But I love them for different reasons. So
I have Bokuto represent all of Haikyuu. He was just all the side characters in this
all
series.
the side characters in Haikyuu are just great.
I still think I would say I think you're a straight beast, Mark, for you to be like that. You got great king stats. I'll call you the great queen. There we go.
Yeah, I was like, oh, I had no idea that wasn't everyone couldn't do that. I'm like, all right, cool. I was going to pick Fruits Basket, but I decided not to because I couldn't remember if I brought this one up already or not. And plus, I haven't read the manga, so I figured I watched.
How is it? I picked up the first 2 because they had a sale going on. Is it decent? I heard it takes a little while to pick up, though, or?
Well, I've watched the anime. I haven't read the manga yet, but the anime is one of my favorite.
The new one, not the old one?
Top 5. Yeah, top 5. Yeah, the new one. I love the old one too, but the old one didn't go as far as the new one did.
Yeah.
But I was going to pick Sugar Ray from Fruits Basket because I love him.
He's a good character.
Yeah.
All right, Nick.
Doing it right now. You guys probably have no idea what this is, so.
see.
Oh shoot, wrong screen. Wrong screen. That's her cat. That's her cat. Chmutski. Sorry. Let me stop sharing and put the right one up. I'm an idiot. So I was just looking. I'm like, what the hell's his name?
You
There
can tell
we
it's
go.
getting that time.
Did I do it
It's
again, or is it the right
You
one?
did it again.
Ah,
I can
Jesus.
see
You
it
know what?
here.
I'll close out that tab. There we go. That's gone. There we go. Now I only have 2 other options. Let's try this. 3rd time's a charm, right? There we go. Oh, because it was all letters and numbers. There we go. There we go. Megumin.
cool.
I love her. She's so cute. I don't know. Have any of you guys watched the Red Konosuba?
She's like 15, yeah.
Yeah, she's hilarious. She is the funniest character in that whole series, and she's super badass. Whenever her whole thing is she does explosion magic. She loves to blow shit up, and like after she does it, it's almost like she orgasms. She just passed out. She's like, just so happy, and like she has Chmutska. I forget how to pronounce his name. He's actually a demon trapped inside a cat, and it's super cute. And she's actually getting her own spin-off show coming, I think, next year because she has her own spin-off manga series. She's just super fun and dumb. And out of all the girls, because every girl in Kazuma's party, they're all idiots, she's the only one that actually has brains in her head.
I love her design.
I thought she didn't smile.
She does sometimes. She'll giggle. Like the OVAs, she gets a little happier, but she's not always depressed. But yeah, she's cool. I like her.
Oh, nice. I it's on my list. I'm like, I want a comedy isekai series.
It's funny. Like I was watching one day, my mom's like, "What are you watching?" She's like, "It's kind of funny, but it's still stupid." I'm like, "Yeah."
That's my mom with everything.
All right. My final one. This is another guy who likes to troll everybody, but he likes to troll his family. They think he's lazy, especially his publicist, and but yet he comes up with the greatest words of wisdom. And thanks to Weeb Dad, I keep calling him Sugar Ray. Marco mentioned,
Yeah,
he's just hilarious. He's just like, but at the same time, he's the most caring about like the immediate family, and he's always looking out for the younger ones. But he's also trying to fix everything, and it's. And I love how he drives his publicist nuts. She's always over there.
I actually gotta ask, as a person who didn't read the manga and only watched the original anime and is still trying to catch up to the reboot that's that's actually from the actual manga, like how different is he from the original source material to the like the 90s anime that came out?
It's been a while since I watched the 90s, so I can't really comment, but he is like he's much similar in the manga to the current anime, but like I said, the 90s, it's been so long. I think I watched it when it like came out.
Yeah, he's pretty much the same in the 90s anime as the reboot. They even left in the high school girls.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, so he's pretty much the same kind of like I want to say like ambiance or something. Or
he was getting a lot of backlash when it came out. They were like, he looks too serious. He sounds too serious. I want my happy-go-lucky character from the 90s. And these were people who didn't read the manga. And so I'm like, is it really that big of a deal? Or like, I don't know.
He's not overly serious until he really needs to be.
Yeah. He's like, still his fun, carefree self. But when things get serious, he'll get serious. Yeah.
Driving Kyo nuts and instigate ice cream Kyo. What's his name?
Yeah, and trying to get Toro to make them dinner all the time.
And he's constantly calling the doctor guy and dragging him somewhere he doesn't want to go.
Yeah. And always bringing Yuki's brother along. He's like, why did you bring him?
Yeah.
I know. I love Yuki's brother. That's another character.
We're all friends.
He's like, oh, he's your brother. He just wants to love you. And he's like, I hate you. Yeah, so that's that one. So that was a good list. We got to think of another one for next week.
Yeah.
But
I already got you covered.
I know you do. Bianca's got a whole notebook. She's been just keeping like, I'm going to suggest this one next. But Anybody got anything new coming up on their channels this week?
I was probably this weekend I want to film it. I actually loved it and you hate it, and I just watched your review of it because I wanted to read it first. But why didn't you like the Game Between Suits? I loved it, but for all the wrong reasons.
It's probably I think the guy I gotta be the art first off. I don't like the art style, and like the guy comes off more like creepy.
See, I didn't see it like that. I saw it as two adults that were very casual and were open with their sexuality in life. They were like, we're just going to roll with it until one of us gets hurt, and then we're going to stop. But it's not going to stop. Someone's going to cop feelings first and not admit to it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I don't know. I just didn't like the girl's personality either.
Just wait until I make a video, and then you don't want to talk to me after about it, but it's okay.
That's fine. And I have Weeb Dad trolling me still right now on Instagram about happiness. So please.
Happiness is so good.
Man.
I love happiness, but I had said like the most underrated manga that nobody talks about. And he goes, "Oh, really?" So he starts posting pictures of everybody who has it in their collection. Yeah, and I'm like,
I was wondering.
Okay.
Yeah, I was like, why does she keep getting tagged about happiness? Like, did I miss something?
Yeah, I missed that too. I was like, what?
Yeah.
Did anybody try Devil's Ecstasy? That was pretty good too. But that's just silly and stupid.
That sounds familiar. I don't know.
It's from the same creator.
No, I have from that one.
They're like Barbie dolls though, so it's okay.
Oh, they don't show like graphic stuff?
Nope, they do not have any genitalia. Well, they have boobs, that's it. But yeah, they're Barbie dolls.
No whiteout.
They suck dudes dry, and that's how they get their powers. It's hilarious. It's silly, stupid. No. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. All right.
Like you had them interested.
Wait, but I got my aunt to actually borrow it. She wanted to read it because she was watching one of my videos, and she's like, "That sounds entertaining. I like succubuses." I'm like, "Well, you should check this out then." And she's like, "Okay." Haven't heard back from her yet, but
you should get her to come on your channel and do a review of it.
That would be friggin' hilarious.
That would be.
She's like 65.
We got the lineup for you. You're gonna have to do a burn video with all the 5 Below mangas, and then you're gonna have to do like your granny doing a review.
I should just do like Manga Sloth and just order like $100 worth of right stuff. Those probably send me the same 3 volumes. That sucks. Like I've ordered $20, just to get the free shipping, and it's usually like 4 or 5 of the same damn mangas again. It's like, why? But hey, if they're paying the shipping, it's worth it,
All that old Tokyo Pop stock they got.
Oh yeah,
I know. I think one time I got Spy Family, and the only reason they threw it in there was because it was slightly damaged on the bind. Yeah. I was like, oh wow, it's not Tokyo Pop.
I got one that was so thin, it was like slightly thicker than a comic, like a 32 pager. It was so thin. I'm like, this counts. But I'm like, it's $1. I can't complain too much.
Yeah.
So Marg, do you have anything coming up on your channel?
Let's see. I just did a video with Bizarre Individual about the Manga Freakathon that's going to happen in October. So if you love horror and you love manga and you love Halloween, you definitely want to participate because it's always a fun time. What's that?
He said he loved it.
It's ASMR, but I love Halloween. It's so good.
Yeah, so we just did a live stream about all the details entailing all that. So check that out. And my next video will probably be like our TBR that we're gonna do for the Manga Freakathon. So, and that won't probably be for another couple weeks, but I don't know. Maybe I'll throw another video in there too. I'm thinking about doing some more reviews on like some series that I've recently finished. So, yeah.
You Jones to make videos again instead of just all live streams.
I
just gotta bust you hard, but I know it's because of the summer and you're with your kids and everything.
Yeah. I'm trying to spend as much time with my kids as possible, but now that my oldest is back in school, I'll have a little bit more time to edit and film and all that good stuff. So I do miss it. I do like live streams too. So
those are always fun.
I kind of miss editing and things like that. And I feel like nobody really shares like live streams as much. I don't know what that's all about. Like they're just kind of like overlooked for some reason.
Because you're not
That's
on
the opposite with
Twitch.
me. Every person I follow constantly does live streams almost all at the same time. And I'm like, listen, I can't watch all of you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. But yeah, I like editing and all the fun
So
things you
fun.
can do with editing. Yeah.
So are you gonna post a video of your finished shelf, or is it not completely
Yeah,
finished? I see
I'm
these
kinda
little
finished
changes.
it.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
looks good.
it's I'm all the way up.
Oh,
I've got
damn to the sea.
all
Nice.
top to bottom shelves now, so I'm so excited.
Yeah,
A
those
library
lanterns are
Belle would be
cute.
proud of.
Yeah, thank you. But yeah, I'm hoping to get it reorganized and stuff. It's still kind of a mess right now, but I want to do a collection video soon.
Nice.
So yeah, sometime soon. I hope, hopefully. So.
And what about you, Laura?
Yeah, I guess talking about my collection video. I have been low-key thinking about, I'm going to be doing one, I think, in 3 weeks. I'm hoping to finish reading Yona of the Dawn by next week so I can get my video review up next week. And because I'm pretty sure that my library copies are due soon. So like I've got to hurry up and read it. And yeah, but I've got a video coming this Friday. I don't remember what it is, but I have a video coming this Friday. But why we're here, like what the last time I filmed a Manga collection video was my first one, and my camera was so shaky because I just held it or was holding it. What do you guys do when like you're showing the volumes that you have? Like, do you just hold it with your hands? But don't your hands get tired?
Okay,
I got
so
a tripod now.
I was gonna say I film everything with tripods, but like when I go to stores, you're doing it with a cell phone, right?
Well, yeah, but I'll be at home. I'm gonna do my own Manga collection video. So
Okay, so I'd say do like 2 or 3 passes, like just to get used to it to see what you like. But like when I go into Barnes and Nobles when you're not supposed to be filming, I don't care, I do it. And I've done it at home too. It's you gotta get used to holding it at the right angle, and don't go too fast because if you do, it'll blur it, especially like if you're doing 30 or 60 pixels. I'd say just count like 1, 2, 3 till you get used to it. But do a couple takes. It's gonna be a pain in the butt. But the worst is going to be like bending over. So I'd say start at the bottom and work your way up so you get a little relief. Because if you're going down and all the way up and around and everything, you're going to be tired by the end of it for your whole collection. So just feel it out.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, because I was like, I don't know what to do.
Yeah, I'm confused on, or I'm debating on what to do for mine because I've done like, go through all the shelves and say, oh, here's this series. It's about this, da 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 da. And then I had one where I just had like it was either a video, just stable video, and I had just like what the series was, if I've read it, if it was complete.
I do remember you doing that.
Yeah, doing it that way, and it was much shorter. But a lot of people didn't really like that for some reason. So I think they just like you going around and like talking about it. But I usually use like a tripod and just stick it there while I'm talking about it. And then, yeah, so you don't have to worry about like shaking it. Yeah.
Well, I'd say gimbal would be nice too, but I don't know how expensive they're expensive for like a camera like mine, but I don't know about cell phones, how expensive those are.
Yeah, they're from like $30 to $100.
That's not too bad.
Yeah, it's not too bad. I'm looking at one on Amazon for like $40. So that's another option I was thinking about, like because it stabilizes your phone for you, basically.
Because I wanted to get one for my actual camera, and it's like the low end $700 to like $1,400, and I'm like, Jesus Christ!
Oh my goodness!
Well, that's what happens when you get big boy stuff and you're dumb, and you're like, I'll just slowly buy one thing. And you're like, this is a money pit, goddamn.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Bianca, you got anything coming up?
Trying to make my indie video. I'm trying to add more indie websites. And there's apparently some people have their own personal crowdfunding website. One of them is a person who wants to make there's a lot of people making indie mangas right now. I'm talking to one who is making theirs into an actual anime that I've been supporting since like the very start, and he's like letting me know what's happening and all that stuff. There is one right now, another one, who is making his indie manga, and it's on crowdfunding right now. So when I make that video, I'm going to be putting the link on there, because there's a lot of people who are making mangas right now that are very, very interesting, and I can't wait to see what they create. I've been wanting to make a video about freaking She-Hulk, but it's more like a fun video where I'm over analyzing everything, because that's what I do when I watch things all the time. But like, instead of a live, it's gonna be like a pre-recorded live premiere, but that's if I actually have time due to my work schedule being different all the time.
Nice. Nick, did I get you already?
Yeah, you did. I post videos whenever I do them. I'm like, I don't know, I'll do 3 this week and I'll do 1 a month. It's just whenever it strikes me.
Yeah.
But I just got to say, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. It actually helps with the algorithm. It'll actually share it more. So the more you like it and the more you share it, the more Carrie will get more traction through other people, and she can finally get to 500. Yeah, you're pretty close now, right?
And then set a whole new goal.
Right there.
So please like, share, and subscribe. I have last week I didn't get to do the indie video, but I have it coming up this Friday, and of course next Monday I am going to review Kamiga Kill, because I had gotten that out of the library and I have some interesting thoughts on that. And I'm looking to do also a follow-up, a manga I've already reviewed and read, just to see if I'm still happy with it or not. So that's coming in the future. But that's pretty much what I have so far. But once again, I want to thank everybody. What's Nick? I'm sorry.
Title it Happiness Do.
It's under. No, I'm just kidding. We're gonna go to Instagram and get 100 more pictures. I know it right now. But I want to thank everybody again, and also Manga Sloth and Otaku N Training for joining us. And we'll be back again next Tuesday. So please come check us out. Same time, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard. And I hope everybody has a good night. And hopefully there's no drama. Bye.
Right.
Bye, everyone.
See y'all next Tuesday, guys. We still live.
Didn't you do that last week too?